luscious ribeye steak with a signature blend of herbs and spices. Friendship well done. That's the good life, priced for real life. We do more to make life a good deal better. At Meijer.
What is Aurora University's promise? You have a dream for your life and the drive to make it real. Aurora University will help you build the knowledge and skills to prepare you for a purposeful life and a fulfilling career. When you graduate, you're not just getting a degree. You're continuing on a pathway to a more successful tomorrow. It's your future. It's Aurora University's promise. And it can only happen at Aurora University. Learn more at aurora.edu.
Hi, I'm Jeff from JeffBuysYourHouse.com. What I learned from serving our great nation in the military is that every mission is unique and success starts with listening. For nearly 20 years, our veteran-led house buying team has taken the time to understand what matters most to each homeowner we serve. Every home has a story, and every seller has different needs. Whether you want a quick closing or need extra time to find your next place, we customize our approach around what works best for you. That's how we've earned hundreds of online reviews and an A+ rating with the BBB, by putting relationships first. No repairs needed, no cleanout required, and you pick the closing date that works for your schedule. At JeffBuysYourHouse.com, we're here to help you through your entire transition, not just make a transaction. Ready to work with a local team that takes the time to understand your needs? Sell your house to the trusted source by calling us at 630-937-3122. That's 630-937-3122 or JeffBuysYourHouse.com.
23rd. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Back here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Ahead of the Birds and Presbyterian College out of the Big South Conference in the final opening round matchup on this Sunday night. In the first round of the 2025 Purple College Basketball Invitational, the game ahead of us, game number 3 of the day, currently still taking place. Queens, a 6-point lead on Northern Arizona. There's 8 7/10 left in the second half of that one. And Mike Matthews, as we talked to Ryan Peden about, there are 2 Valley teams heading into play today that are still currently active in postseason tournaments. Bradley picked up 2 wins in the NIT. An impressive one yesterday on the road down in Fairfax against George Mason and the Illinois State Redbirds, who will kick off the CBI here momentarily in about 20 minutes to a half hour from now. What have been your thoughts on the Valley early on in this postseason? Northern Iowa loses at home to SMU, a very good SMU ball club, who was hosting Oklahoma State in the second round of the NIT earlier this afternoon. And Drake picking up a win over Missouri before falling to Texas Tech last night.
Well, I always pull for the teams postseason. I think Bradley's got a chance to make it all the way to New York. They have a very strong team. I thought they should be in the NCAA tournament, but nobody thinks what I care. But they should be in the NCAA tournament. They're that talented team and had a great year. But I thought Drake played very well the other night and lost. And I was a little surprised, but SMU is very, very strong. Dana Ford is an assistant coach. I don't know if you knew that.
At SMU, yes.
SMU. So the ball's kind of in Illinois State and Bradley's lap right now. Let's see what we can get it done. I'd love to see Bradley win a couple more games and get to New York. And that kind of pains me to say because I've never been a huge Bradley fan, but they're a very, very good team. And I'd love to see Illinois State win 3 and we'll head home.
You know, the way this is set up here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, it's all one venue. All the teams come here. Obviously a bit more of a layoff since the conference tournament because the Valley plays their tournament so early. March 7th was the last time the Birds took the floor. But with the victory here today, with the ball game here today, and in this opening round, you know who you're playing, and you can kind of get it set up. Illinois State's known since Selection Sunday that they'd be down here in Daytona for this event. The NIT, you find out in Selection Sunday, you might be hosting a game or you might be on a road on that Tuesday night, 48 hours later. That's a difficult thing to do in the NIT. So you and I losing at home to SMU, that's a quick turnaround from Sunday to Tuesday.
Yeah, and then I think SMU, didn't they win their second round game? I'm not sure. I thought I saw
they were playing earlier this afternoon against Oklahoma State down in Texas.
Okay, I got you. I think it'd be very difficult, but you know what you're getting yourself into, and I'm kind of changing topics on you about. Have you checked Jack Doherty's haircut?
I saw it on social media earlier in the week, but
That is Jack, isn't it?
it is Jack. Yes, still wearing 0.
He looks like a totally different person. I wonder if he had any trouble getting through customs.
Well, let's hope he can still stroke the 3 from outside, as he showed all year.
There's no question in my mind that he can. I'd like to see him unleash about 7 or 8 tonight.
What was it biblically? Samson cutting his hair, lost his power.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to carry over to Jack. If it does, I'll be shocked. But he had a buzz all during his high school career. I was talking to him about it. I said, you look totally different. He said, yeah, I think I do.
What was the reason?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about the most recent cut. But he's still got the white headband, which I like, and he can still shoot the, out of it. So I like it.
We talked about some of the guys struggling. Johnny hasn't been as hot down the stretch from beyond the arc, and that's a young man who's taken a lot of body blows this year. And I think fatigue set in, especially kind of through the grind of the Valley Conference season. But Caden Moser, Jack Doherty, those are really 2 guys, as well as Jordan Davis's touch from outside, and even Landon Wolf. Those are some guys who, especially early on today, after a week full of practice, it'd be nice if they could knock down some shots early on and get some confidence.
Will they shoot the ball better after 5 or 6 day layoff? I played golf Tuesday in Florida, and I didn't make any of the stupid mistakes that I made, 6 months ago. So I think they'll come out, and I think all those guys, will shoot probably 10 to 12 threes makes this evening.
That's a good number.
Yeah. It's not one of my keys, but, anytime you can make 10 to 12 threes.
Illinois State averages 10 made threes a game. That was 3rd best in the Valley throughout the year, 24th best in the country. And this is a Presbyterian ball club. Coach talked about the fact that they're athletic, and they are. They've got a really good backcourt, pretty solid front line. And they're tough to guard because they shoot it really well from beyond the arc. They're 37% from distance. That's tops in the Big South Conference. But they also average over 34 points in the paint. So they're going to slash, they're going to feed it down to the post, and they can hit from outside. They're going to extend the defense of Illinois State a little bit tonight.
Yeah, I really think that. I look for them to be kind of a freelance team, if you will. I don't look for them to run a lot of patterns, a lot of pick and roll, a lot of high screens. But athletic, watching them warm up, I agree with. But I think our defense can stand tall against this Presbyterian unit.
Presbyterian 14-18 overall, 7-9 in the Big South Conference. That was good for a tie for 5th place along with Longwood. And we talked about the fact Presbyterian kind of played their best basketball down the stretch of conference play. They won their final 3 road games in conference, but they started Big South play at just 2-7 through their first 9 games and won 5 of their last 7 to close out the conference campaign.
So you think they're peaking right about now? It'll be interesting to see how they come back after a 7-10 day layoff. But either team, whoever gets the first 5 minutes will be very telling, I think, in this game.
Presbyterian appeared in the CBI a year ago. They lost an opening round matchup to Montana in this building at 82-79 in overtime. They also played in the CIT, the collegeinsider.com tournament, all the way back in 2019.
I thought you were going to tell me they played in those 2 tournaments last year, and I was going to say, wait a minute. But, yeah, I think they'll have some different talent that we haven't seen all year, different type players. But I think the Valley has prepared us very well to defend any team from this point forward.
This is the 3rd postseason appearance for Presbyterian in their history. This is a school that was founded all the way back in 1880 in Clinton, South Carolina. Presbyterian College, the smallest Division I school by enrollment in the country. 1,199 full-time enrolled students. They play in the 2,500-seat Templeton Center, but they averaged 446 fans per home game this season. They made the move from Division II back in 2007. They became a full-fledged Division I member in 2012, and they're 188-396 all-time at Division I. That's a winning percentage of just .321.
Yeah, and I bet those 446 average attendance, I bet they're loyal. I bet half of them are here tonight.
That might be a stretch.
Yeah, I think so too, but I thought I'd throw it out there to see if I got any kind of reaction from you. And I see the 3 officials stride out here. I've never seen any of them before.
It was funny in Coach Peden's pregame comments, talked about the backcourt players for Presbyterian. Corey Mincy is the top point guard on this ball club. As a matter of fact, led the Big South Conference in assists per game at 4.5. Also averaged 15 points per contest. Said he was reminiscent of Samaj Teal from Indiana State. And Samaj Teal spent his first year in Terre Haute this past winter after transferring from Presbyterian, where he spent last year and was a member of the CBI team a year ago with the Blue Hose.
So our coaches recruiting players down here, if you see a point guard you really like, or if you see a power forward you really like, I don't think anybody from the NCAA is here policing it. If I saw a kid I really liked, take him aside and say, hey, you had a great game tonight. Hope you played well,
Unlike 5 years ago, are we even sure that that's an infraction?
I don't know, except when he gets out his wallet and offers him, some change.
Well, the cash in the bag probably is still frowned upon, despite all the changes that have taken place.
But I'd also love to know the kids that are thinking about it. Maybe I see a problem. I really like Illinois State. I like their coaching staff. They have good uniforms. Seem to be a nice group of kids. I might, check them out, see if they have any interest in me at all. I know I'm 6'8" and all conference at Presbyterian, but I might be interested in coming to Illinois State. I would do it if I was coaching.
The Birds and Presbyterian College. You'd have a hard time finding somebody in compliance to work with you.
I don't know if I'd need anybody to. I play by the law, but, sometimes you got to stretch the law a little bit. I didn't drive 70 miles an hour all the way down here. I occasionally went 73, 75, 77. So nobody was going 70. And I think in college basketball today, is anybody playing 100% by the rules? No.
After spending the last 2 days on the road, I'm not sure many people are going over 40 for the vast stretch of the trip down here through Atlanta and the state of Florida. Birds and Presbyterian opening round of the College Basketball Invitational tonight from Daytona Beach, Florida. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at our starting lineups, presented as always by your Illinois Ford dealers. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
These days, you need fast, reliable internet. You need MetroNet's 100% fiber internet. In addition to industry-leading customer care, MetroNet customers also enjoy unlimited data and no long-term contracts. MetroNet internet is perfect for streaming, gaming, and working from home on multiple devices with virtually no buffering. Say goodbye to slow internet and hello to the ultimate online experience. Visit metronet.com today and love your internet.
Come on over to the Barrel House. Enjoy our weekly specials, craft beers on tap, and trivia every Tuesday. Located off of South Veterans Parkway, connected to Doubletree by Hilton, open daily. Enjoy a drink at the bar or lunch with your coworkers. For food that lifts your spirits, stop by Barrel House, the official watch party headquarters for Redbird basketball.
Back here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, ahead of the Illinois State Redbirds and the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College. The final of 4 opening round matchups on this Sunday night. The winner of this game will advance all the way to the semifinal round that'll take place on Tuesday evening, when the Birds will take on either Incarnate Word or Jacksonville in a ball game that's going to take place tomorrow at 12 noon here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're presented as always by your Illinois Ford dealers, and we'll begin with the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College. A mark of 14 up and 18 down. They are coached by Quentin Farrell. He's a 2007 graduate of Presbyterian, now in his 6th campaign on the Clinton, South Carolina campus. 62 up, 121 down. Previously spent time as an assistant at the College of Charleston, Army, the Citadel, and also at Presbyterian before taking over the head job. This is how the Blue Hose will line up tonight. They're going to go with 4 guards and 1 forward. On the front line, it's going to be Caleb Scott, 6'8", 250. He's a senior out of Raleigh, North Carolina, transfer out of Georgia State. Averages 9 points a game. 2nd in the ball club and 10th in the Big South Conference. 5.5 rebounds per contest. He's also red hot. He's 15 for his last 25 heading into the postseason today. He had 14 points and 9 rebounds in their overtime loss to Radford in the Big South tournament. One of the guards, Iverson King. He's a 6'6", 205-pound true freshman out of Louisville, North Carolina. He made the Big South all-freshman team, 6 points, 3.5 rebounds per game, but he averaged 7 rebounds over his last 4. He's a 2-time Big South Conference Freshman of the Week this year. Kobe Stewart's another guard, playing in his 151st career game. 6'7", 200, a senior out of Augusta, Georgia. Team high 15.3 points per game, also second on the team, 2.5 assists. And he ranks 5th in the Big South Conference, shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Stewart began his career as a freshman 5 years ago, averaging 1.7 points per game. 5 years later, 15.3. Tops on this ball club. The point guard is Corey Mincy, honorable mention All Big South performer. Second the ball club in scoring, 15 points a game. First in the Big South, dishing out 4.5 assists per game. He's knocked down a team-high 60 triples and also leads his ball club and ranks 5th in the conference with 49 steals. The other guard, Jamari Harvey, 6'5", 175, a senior out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's a transfer out of North Carolina Wilmington, where he won a CBI title with the Seahawks back in 2022. Harvey comes in averaging 7.5 points and 2 rebounds a game. The starting 5 for Presbyterian, it's going to be Iverson King, Kobe Stewart, Corey Mincy, Jamari Harvey, and Caleb Scott. Now for the Birds, under the direction of Ryan Peden, his 3rd season on the normal campus. Record of 46 victories against 52 defeats. Birds 19-14 overall. As this is the starting lineup they're going to employ today. On the front line, it's going to be Chase Walker, the first-team All-Valley performer, 15 points per game, second best in the team, 8th in the league with a team-high 6 rebounds per contest. Also shoots it at a 57% clip from the floor, which is second best in the Valley this year. The other forward spot belongs to Jack Doherty, the 6'8", 200-pound freshman out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. 6.5 points, 2 rebounds a game. He's going to make his 5th consecutive start tonight. He had 6 points and 4 rebounds in that loss to Belmont in the Valley tournament. 3 guards of the Redbird starting 5. Jordan Davis, the senior transfer out of Wisconsin, 5 points, 4 rebounds a game is one of them. The other guard, the point guard, Dalton Banks. Remember the all-defensive team in the Valley? He's been in double figures in 6 straight for Illinois State. He is red hot. 10.2 points and a team-high 3.9 assists per contest. He had 19 and 7 in that matchup against Belmont down in St. Louis. And Johnny Kinzinger rounds out the starting 5, the 5'11 sophomore out of De Pere, Wisconsin, the second-team All-Valley performer. Team-high 15 points per game, also 3 assists. And he leads his ball club with 74 made threes on the year. The Redbird 5, it's Walker, Kinzinger, Davis, Doherty, and Dalton Banks. Those are your starting lineups presented by your Illinois Ford dealers, home of the award-winning F-Series, America's best-selling truck 47 years straight. That's because they're built Ford tough. Visit buyfordnow.com. Tonight's pregame show brought to you by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Tonight's opening tip-off presented by Hy-Vee is coming up next. It's the Birds and Presbyterian in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Stay with us. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Redbird Nation, in the market for a new vehicle, the Bloomington Normal Auto Mall has you covered. Stop by today at 1430 Fort Jesse Road in Normal and ask about Redbird VIP pricing for all Illinois State University students, parents, teachers, alumni, and fans. The Bloomington Normal Auto Mall, proud partners of Redbird Athletics.
I'm Bob Dobsky, and I'm personally inviting you to come into Rob Dobbs Restaurant this week for lunch. Enjoy a delicious meal from the new Rob Dobbs lunch menu during your workday, and you don't have to worry about a long wait as we have plenty of seating. From our handcrafted burgers, specialty sandwiches, or variety of salads, you'll be ready to take on the rest of your day.
And how long's the wait to be seated, Bob?
Just a little, Jules.
See our lunch menu when you visit robdobbsbn.com.
One day you're a new college graduate. The next you're saying yes to your forever partner. Soon you're painting a nursery the pinkest shade of pink. Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you in health. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. From checkups to immunizations for your family, your OSF PCP is there for every stage. Your life, our mission. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Just, can you run those? Beach, Florida, the Birds and Presbyterian on this Sunday night to open up the 2025 College Basketball Invitational. Illinois State looking for their 20th victory of the campaign, with a victory here today out of an opponent from the Big South Conference. Presbyterian 14 up and 18 down overall. Illinois State, we're going to pick up that 20th victory and pick up their first win in a postseason tournament in 8 years. Before we get down to tonight's keys to the game between the Birds and Presbyterian, take a look at the fact that Illinois State has been idle since March 7th, a 76-63 quarterfinal loss to Belmont, a ball game in which the Birds struggled from deep, just 8 of 36. Presbyterian coming off a 74-69 overtime loss to 4-seeded Radford in the quarterfinals of the Big South tournament. That was also back on March 7th in Johnson City, Tennessee. A ball game in which Presbyterian was down 14 at the half, shot 66% from the floor over the game's final 20 minutes to force OT against Radford. It's now time for our keys to the game, brought to you by the Bloomington Normal Auto Mall on the corner of Fort Jesse and Towanda in Normal. And Mike Matthews, for the Birds to advance to the semifinals, what do they have to do here tonight?
All right, Fitz, 14-plus assists, doing to share the ball. I got a feeling Presbyterian's going to overplay, try to trap a lot, so ball movement's going to be key. Bench play, we got a deep bench. I'm not so sure they play that many guys. We go 4 or 5 deep. I think our bench scoring is going to be a key. And as always, rebounding. You got to get on the glass. We're a good team rebounding team. It'll be interesting to see how we do this afternoon or this evening.
Birds on the season are +1 on rebound margin. That was 9th in the Valley. Presbyterian just 0.5 on the positive side. They were 7th in the Big South Conference. Big South Conference, we saw High Point last year down at Fort Myers, and that's a ball club that was now currently in the NCAA tournament as they won the league. As a matter of fact, they were the number 1 seed in this tournament in Daytona Beach, Florida a year ago, and then won the Big South 1 year later and got to the big dance. High Point was very athletic last year as well. This is kind of a run-and-gun league a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think that tempo is going to be the key. And I think Illinois State plays better when the tempo is up a little bit than when they try to play a half-court game.
This is the first ever meeting between the Birds and the Blue Hose. Birds in ISU in 2 tries has never beaten a team out of the Big South Conference. Redbirds fell to Charleston Southern back in November of 2017 at the Q, and then last winter that 74-72 loss in the last seconds to High Point in the second round of the Gulf Coast Showcase in Estero, Florida. So the Birds and Presbyterian today, and the winner advances to Tuesday's semifinal matchup where they will take on the winner of Incarnate Word out of the Southland Conference and Jacksonville out of the A-Sun. That's a ball game in the quarterfinal round that's going to take place tomorrow afternoon at 12 Eastern Time here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Starters for tonight's 4th and final game being introduced across from us. We're across from the Illinois State bench. As we said, the Birds going with Banks, Davis, Kinzinger, Doherty, and Walker. Presbyterian with King, Stewart, Mincy, Harvey, and Caleb Scott. Corey Mincy, their point guard, not only tops in the Big South, 4.5 assists per game. He leads his ball club with 49 steals, and he's 2-to-1 in assist-to-turnover ratio on the season.
Yeah, he's a very good player. I've heard good things about him. I've read good things about him. It'll be interesting to see how he goes against Dalton Banks, who I think is one of the better backcourt defenders in the Missouri Valley Conference.
That's going to be a really good matchup. Banks finished second in the Valley, a team-high 60 steals. And he's played solid defense all season long, but it's what he's done really getting in the scorebook offensively in recent weeks for Illinois State. He has been their go-to scorer down the stretch in conference play.
Yeah, his determination to get into the paint has been second to none, especially the second half of the season. He really probes the defense, and he'll take it strong to the goal and finish.
Banks averaging 10.2 points coming into play today. Over his last 5, he's averaging 16 points per game. More importantly, 28 assists, and he's turned it over just 10 times.
Yeah, he's playing very well. You can't take that away from him, but, boy, it'll be a great matchup with him and Mincy this afternoon.
Take a look at tonight's uniform report, presented as always by Starcrest Cleaners. For Presbyterian, they are the road team, and as a result, going to wear their royal blue tops and bottoms. White letters and numbers trimmed in maroon. Presbyterian across the chest in an arc in block letters. And Illinois State in their throwback white home uniforms, trimmed in red letters and numbers. Illinois State on 2 levels across the chest. That is a look at tonight's uniform report, brought to you by Starcrest Cleaners. For all your dry cleaning and laundry needs, visit Starcrest today. 2 Bloomington Normal locations, 208 North Prospect Road in Bloomington, or 1712 East College Avenue in Normal. Starcrest Cleaners, bright ideas in cleaning. Our officiating crew for tonight's tilt, Mike Nardone is the referee. Jason Bradwell and Dave Powell are the umpires. Illinois State 19 up, 14 down against the Presbyterian Ball Club. Won 5 of their last 7 regular season tilts. They finished 14-18. Presbyterian starting with 4 guards. Iverson King, Kobe Stewart, Corey Mincy, and Jamari Harvey. Caleb Scott is their lone post player. Birds break cutoff with Chase Walker, Jordan Davis, Jack Doherty, Johnny Kinzinger, and the point guard, Dalton Banks.
This is our Wisconsin starting lineup. 4 of the 5 are from the state of Wisconsin. Interesting.
How about that?
Yeah.
Chase Walker, the sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio.
When do you think Johnny Kinzinger will make a decision to go or stay?
It's a great question.
Yeah. I'm dying to ask him, but I'm going to hold off.
I don't think we're going to have any kind of insight on that, at least over the next 4 days, as long as the Birds are alive and down here in Daytona Beach, Florida, as we are just about set for basketball. Tonight's opening tip presented by Hy-Vee, a proud supporter of Redbird basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. It's Chase Walker against Caleb Scott. The toss, the tap, and the opening touch controlled by the Blue Hose of Presbyterian. And we are underway on this Sunday night. Presbyterian 14-18. Birds 19-14 here in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Here's Jamari Harvey out high. He draws Kinzinger defensively. Birds open up man-to-man. Bounce into Scott. Mid-post right. Backs in on Walker. Hangs in the air. Passes left corner Stewart. Couldn't handle the pass. Run down by Iverson King. The freshman has it. Left of the key. Jumper over Doherty. Off back iron. Tipped by Scott into the hands of Kobe Stewart. Out front, Harvey. He's going to fire a three off the heel of the rim. And the long rebound. Karams out to Dalton Banks. So Presbyterian comes up empty. Birds their first touch of the night. Moving left to right. Banks probes into the paint. Up with the right hand and knocked it down over Harvey from about 5. Little half hook by Dalton Banks. And he opens the scoring in this opening round matchup with the CBI. Birds a 2-0 lead. 1 minute gone by. And Johnny Kinzinger tapped away an entry pass to the left wing. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Johnny. They'll stay with Presbyterian.
Thanks, Fitz.
I had your back.
Yeah, you did. Appreciate it. I'm writing down some valuable information. Appreciate the save.
Stewart plays it into the point guard, Corey Mincy. 6'2", sophomore out of East Point, Georgia. He crosses over on Banks, angles right around a Scott screen, takes it to the elbow, fires from 15. Shot is short off the front of the 10. And Jordan Davis collects the Redbird rebound. 2-0 Illinois State. We played a minute 20. Kinzinger handles out front. He'll run the point this time, guarded by Harvey. Now to Banks. Had the ball swiped away out of his hands by Corey Mincy. Goes out of bounds near sideline. They'll stay with Illinois State with 16 of the shot clock for the Birds. They'll inbound quarter court entry.
Interesting matchup. Caleb Scott is a full-grown man working inside against Chase Walker. Those are two big guys. Interesting to see if they can both stay out of foul trouble.
Banks around a double. Find an open man. Kinzinger triggers a three. Left corner doesn't go. Walker the rebound out front. Banks straight on three. It's off the front of the 10. Nope. Walker to handle the rebound, but lost it on the way down. Taken away by Stewart to Harvey. Refeed Stewart, short corner right. On the dribble against Banks across the lane. Bobble the dribble. Jordan Davis comes out of the fray and runs it down to the offensive end for Illinois State. Birds a 2-0 lead. Davis might have gotten away with a double dribble. No call. And here comes Presbyterian right to left. Mincy behind the back to Stewart. Feeds it low left to Scott. Scott back to the basket. Bodies up on Walker. Wheels into the lane. Lost it on the way up. Got it back in the paint. Reloads. Half hook right hand. Went halfway down the cylinder. It popped out. And Walker clears away the Redbird rebound. 2-0 Birds. 2.5 gone by. Davis open look. 3 left point. Rattles out. And Kobe Stewart the rebound for Presbyterian. 2-0 Illinois State. 17:24 to play first half. Kobe Stewart, the fifth-year senior, has it out high. Works right around a Scott screen. Crosses over on Banks to the foul line. Left-handed jumper off the rim. No. And Chase Walker the rebound for Illinois State. Outlet right to Banks. Left sideline now Doherty. 26 feet away. Goes by Iverson King on the dribble. Takes him to the rim and lays it in. Jack Doherty off the bounce. His first two, and the Birds lead at 4-0.
Yeah, both teams playing man-to-man. Interesting to see how Illinois State tries to break them down. Looks like they're trying to push the ball. They have and gotten some great looks.
3 minutes gone by here in the opening half. Kobe Stewart dumps down low, broken up by Kinzinger. Lead feed Davis. Return feed Kinzinger across the lane. Davis back to Kinzinger. Low left layup. Good with the right hand. Kinzinger kept feeding Davis on the fast break. Davis kept giving it back like hot potato. It results in Johnny's first two of the night in the Birds. Lead at 6-love. 3.5 gone by. Caleb Scott out front for Presbyterian on the dribble right of the key. Now matched up by Walker. Spins baseline. Half hook. Wild shot too strong. Davis the weak shot rebound for Illinois State. Good block out by Doherty. Up ahead Banks. Slaloms into the paint. Up against Mincy. Wheels toward the baseline. Put him in the blender and laid it in with the left hand. The Birds lead at 8-0. What a move by Dalton Banks. Points number 3 and 4.
I told you he'd bring it tonight, and he has turned it on here in the first 4 minutes.
15:55 for the first half. Here's King out front. Dribble handoff. Stewart. Now to Mincy. Out between the rings. Crosses over. Stops. Pops. 3 ball off the front of the 10. No. Kinzinger skies for the Redbird rebound. Lead feed. Lob. Caught by Walker. Low left. Power dribble. Lost it on the way back up. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Presbyterian basketball when we come back. Media timeout. We will step out as well. Redbird basketball brought to you by Kohl's. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 15:35 to play opening half. Here in Daytona Beach, Florida, the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. It's been all birds, 8-0. They lead Presbyterian on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
You may not think it matters all that much where your lawyer's from, but after you're injured, having a lawyer who knows Central Illinois, who knows your doctors, and where you're being treated makes all the difference to big insurance. And it makes all the difference to getting the money you need and deserve. At Konoski Bresney, we pride ourselves on being from here and knowing what it takes to help someone from this community when they need it most. We know Central Illinois, and we are Konoski Bresney.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Redbird fans, Blaze Pizza is a perfect place to host your next fundraiser. Order online or in-store at 1601 East College Avenue in Normal and receive a 20% donation for your group. Fill out the form at blazepizza.com/fundraising. And don't forget to download our app to join Blaze Rewards and access free pizza, desserts, and drinks. That's Blaze Pizza. Fast-fired, fresh ingredients at crazy speeds. 1601 East College Avenue in Normal and online at blazepizza.com.
Fans, the award-winning Heater John Chicken provides the greatest chicken in all the land. Stop by and sample their authentic Nashville-style chicken today before they make chickens extinct. That's Heater's Chicken, located on the southeast corner of College and Fell Avenue in the heart of Uptown Normal. 15:35 to play, first half. Birds, an 8-0 lead on Presbyterian here in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Cade Bozer, Ty Pence into the ball game for Illinois State. Presbyterian attacking four-court left. Here's Tristan Wilson, gives to Petaway out high. Petaway around a Peterson ball screen, puts the ball in the deck, gets downhill, drives in, but sealed off by Banks and has to send it up top near the time stripe to Stewart. Stewart on the dribble, stops, elbow right, jumper over Davis, rattles off the rim. And Kinzinger the rebound for the Birds. Banks lob feed, caught by Bozer, couldn't handle it. And it's taken away by Jalen Peterson, the redshirt sophomore. Peterson to the forecourt, feeds Petaway. Down the lane, Stewart all the way to the rim, layup good. Stewart with a knifing move, and that kills the shutout. And Presbyterian has their first two. From Kobe Stewart, the team's top scorer, 8-2 Illinois State by 6. 14:38 to play first half. Banks traces the arc with a right-hand dribble, gives to Pence. Pence on the... goes across the lane, right to left. Now gives to Bozer. Feeds Davis. Out to Bozer, left hash mark. Now Pence with 5. Right to the left they go Davis. He'll trigger a 3. A little bit flat off the front of the orange iron. The rebound to Stewart. Up ahead to Parrish. Carl Parrish puts the ball on the deck. Drives in on Kinzinger. Teardrop right hand. Doesn't go. Rebound battled for and taken away by Ty Pence. 8-2 Illinois State by 6. 6 minutes gone by here in the first half. Here's Kinzinger, backdoor feed over to Bozer. Had to save it from going out of bounds, but he threw it into the hands of Wilson. Tristan Wilson knifing down, in on Davis at the other end. And Tristan Wilson, the freshman out of Miami, Florida, off the bench, his first two, and it's 8-4. As Presbyterian on a 4-0 run to cut into this Redbird lead. Presbyterian tries to trap Banks shot high. Now to Davis, left of the key, slashes in. Backdoor cut to a cutting Banks, who lays it in with a right hand right of the rim. Dalton Banks, points number 5 and 6 for Illinois State. And the Birds lead it by 6 at 10-4. Jalen Peterson out front. He'll work the left-hand dribble, give to Petaway high on the left. He's matched up with Banks. Now crosses over on Banks, pounds it out with 11 to shoot, fires a 3, and he knocked it down. Quadir Petaway A 6'2 junior out of Newport News, Virginia, just off the bench, knocks down his 21st made three of the year. And the Redbird lead cut to 3 at 10-7. Banks telegraphed the pass, stolen away by Peterson, knifing down the lane at the other end, got by Bozer. Peterson with the steal and the layup attempt, his first two of the night. And Ryan Peyton's going to take time. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here with 12:44 to play in this first half. And after a really lethargic opening segment to this ball game, the Presbyterian Blue Hose, with some changes in their lineup, have really made all the difference. They've knocked down 3 of their last 4 shots and have scored 9 of the last 11 points to pull within 1 at 10-9.
Yeah, something that's really jumped out at me in the first 7 minutes is the combination of Illinois State's passing being a little bit late. The timing is just a hair off, something you'd expect in the first 5-10 minutes of a game after a lengthy layoff. Had opportunities, but they've just been a little bit short completing the pass. I think that'll improve as the game goes on.
Birds break huddle as they make some substitutions as well. Banks is out. Malachi Poindexter comes in to replace him. Landon Wolf also makes his first appearance of the night. So it's Wolf, Walker, Pence, Kinzinger, and Malachi on the 5 of the floor for third-year head coach Ryan Pete.
You know, something I noticed real quick, Fitz, it looks like a couple of the Illinois State guys are a little gassed. I don't know if they were too excited or what, but especially Dalton Banks. I think he ran out of juice quick. He's getting a break now. I think when he comes back in, he'll be much better.
He has 6 of the Birds, 10 points. Pence in the lane, half hook right hand going up against Wilson. Got hacked on the way in. Shot didn't go, but that's going to result in a pair of foul shots. Foul line right for Ty Pence as Tristan Wilson picks up the first personal foul of the ball game for either ball club. Illinois State, 5 of 10 from the floor. They've misfired in their first 4 from beyond the arc. Presbyterian 4-13 from the field as Pence goes to the line. And he left the first free throw short. Pence 83% on the year. He was 3 of 4. In a loss to Belmont in the quarterfinal round of the Valley Tournament. Had 5 points and 2 rebounds. Second one by Pence on the way. That's good. So Ty splits his pair. His first point of the night. And the Redbird lead is 2 at 11-9. Illinois State, keep in mind, led this 8-0 from the outset. Head away. And he goes left of the circle. He's matched up with Poindexter. Now out front, Peterson drives, cut off by Walker, and they're going to call a block against Chase. So Jalen Peterson has got nice size, 6'8", 200 redshirt sophomore out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. He leads his ball club in blocks and rebounds, does so coming off the bench. Not afraid to go right at Chase Walker. So 20 in the timer for Presbyterian. They'll inbound baseline right. Headaway plays it in. Gets it out high to Carl Parrish. And his pocket picked by Kinzinger. Ball's loose and Kinzinger gets it away to Wolf. So the Birds force the turnover. Wolf, head and shoulder fake. Drives on Peterson. Sends it up top. Kinzinger. Back to Wolf. Triggers a 3 out front. Off the front of the rim. No. Ty Pence the rebound for Illinois State. Birds will re-rack. Kinzinger bluffs the 3. Lob feed caught low left. Walker up against Peterson. Layup good off the window and in for Chase Walker on a great feed from Kinzinger to find the big man. The Birds lead it by 4, 13-9. 11:38 to play first half. Peterson out front between the circles. Left side, Petaway fires a 3 and he hits. Malachi a little bit late coming over. Petaway off the bench. Knocked down a pair of 3s, and Presbyterian's back within 1 at 13-12. Here's Kinzinger, high post feed, broken up and stolen away by Jones. Parrish, he'll trigger a 3 off back rim, a miss, and Wolf runs down the baseline. Rebound for Illinois State. Up ahead to Johnny, he'll gallop into the forecourt against a trap, send it right side. Poindexter loads up a 3, too strong. Peterson the rebound for Presbyterian. 13-12, Birds by 1, but the lead is tenuous. 10:53 to play first half. Parrish to Peterson out between the circles. Gives back over to Parrish around a Peterson screen down the left-hand side. Drives in on Wolf. Layup good with the right hand left of the rim. And Presbyterian has their first lead of the night. It's 14-13 at the 10:37 mark. Wolf out front. He's guarded by Jones. High post feed. Foul on extended right. Walker puts the ball in the net. Drives on Peterson. Got hacked. No foul call. And Wilson comes away. Lead feed. Bounce pass, but Jones had stopped. And the pass goes untouched, out of bounds, baseline right. It'll be Illinois State Redbird basketball when we come back. Redbird fans, stop at the Barrel House every Monday night. They have Burger Basket Monday. Freshly made burger and fries for just $8. Trivia Tuesday, 7 to 9 p.m. and half-price apps every night from 9 p.m. until close. That's the Barrel House, 9 Brickyard Drive in Bloomington. 10:15 to play opening half here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Our count, Presbyterian 14, Illinois State 13. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
To win on the court, you need to tailor your lineup for the opponents, whether it's the bigs controlling the boards or the guards shooting trays from downtown. When it comes to your land care lineup, AHW has what you need with our build-in price tool. With it, you can outfit your John Deere with the exact implements and attachments that you need and even determine your monthly payments. Try out our build-in price tool at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of ISU Athletics.
Wedding and engagement season are upon us. Contact the experienced events team at Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center. Their professional team will ensure your special day exceeds all your expectations. Ask about their special hotel room group rates for out-of-town guests. Call 309-662-0000. Reference this commercial and receive a complimentary champagne toast for you and your wedding party. Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center.
A Tentac enterprise.
We all have a mission in life. For some, it's sinking that game-winning shot. For others, it's cheering for your team from the sidelines. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for the Bloomington Normal community to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission, we're here to support it, so you can get back to the court, the field, or the stands. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Redbird fans, Heller Ford in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac remind you to shop their huge selection of over 1,000 new and used vehicles online at hellerstores.com. That's hellerstores.com. After a slow start, the Presbyterian College Blue Hose have knocked down 5 of their last 6 and now enjoy their first lead of the night, 14-13 with 10:15 to go in this opening half. Redbird basketball after the timeout. Dalton Banks back at the point guard spot. He joins Landon Wolf, Malachi Poindexter, Ty Pence, and Chase Walker, the 5 on the floor. Birds attacking four-court right. Walker above the arc on the left-hand side to Landon Wolf. To a curling Poindexter, bluffs the 3, now crosses over out front. Drives on Harvey down the right-hand side of the lane, seals back out. Now he's above the arc on the right wing. A bounce right of the key. Walker back to the basket, 6 to shoot. Walker turns on Scott, takes him to the baseline. Reverse layup, right hand is good for Chase. Chase has 4, and the Birds regain a 1-point lead, 15-14. 9:38 to play in this opening half. Corey Mincy, a lob feed to Scott. Darts a pass over to King, 26 feet away, guarded by Ty Pence. Now back out front, straight away Mincy. Dances on the dribble, works right around a Scott screen to the foul line, fades, fires from 15, and he knocked it down. Corey Mincy with a big-time take off the bounce, his first 2. He averages 15 per game, which is second best in the ball club. And the Blue Hose forge ahead, 16-15. 9-minute mark of this first half. Ty Pence top of the key. He's guarded by Iverson King. Now a lob. Right of the lane. Chase Walker goes to work on Scott. Bodies up. Takes him into the lane. Spins up under. Left hand off the window and in. And Caleb Scott, the 6'8 senior transfer out of Georgia State, does not seem to have an answer in the 1-on-1 post play. Trying to guard Chase Walker, the Birds. Birds back up by 1 at 17-16. Back and forth we go here in Daytona Beach. Mincy to Scott. Scott's going to draw. Dropped his shoulders. Offensive foul called. Chase Walker went down hard. As Scott lowered that left shoulder, trying to free up some space. Walker took the hit. Scott gets whistled for the personal foul. And the Birds will take over the 1-point lead at 17-16.
Yeah, for Scott, that was just a foul of frustration. He just really blasted into Chase Walker and knocked him almost out of the arena, past the standard. And to knock Chase Walker down, you got to put one on him, and he did.
Chase Walker 3 of 4 from the floor. Dalton Banks 3 of 4 as well. Birds 8 of 16, but 0 of 6 from beyond the arc. Ty Pence works the dribble in the forecourt for Illinois State, who leads at 17-16. Drives on Stewart. Out front, Jack Doherty now into the ball game. Doherty can't get loose. Sends it between the rings over to Banks. Banks working against Mincy, who's down at his stance. And the man-to-man. Out right edge, Pence. Pence going to drive right to the key. Turnaround jumper from 10 right in the lane is good for Ty Pence. Nice little spin move, his first field goal of the night. He's got 3, and the Birds lead it by 3 at 19-16. 7:45 for the first half. Here's Mincy, and we got a moving screen. I believe they're going to get Caleb Scott on that, are they not?
Yeah, they are. He's said about 7 of them so far. That's the first one that's been called, but he can definitely screen.
That's going to be the third foul called against Presbyterian, the second against their big man, Caleb Scott. That takes us to an official's timeout. We'll step out as well. Redbird basketball brought to you in part by the great taste of Bud Light. Bud Light, a proud sponsor of Illinois State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. 7:43 to go, opening half. Here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Our count from the McDonald's scoreboard is Illinois State 19, Presbyterian 16. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
What makes First State Bank different from every other bank? This is Jim Roseland, and I'm not going to tell you that our products are much different than theirs, but no different than the best college athletes making personal sacrifices so their team can win. First State Bank sacrifices our self-interest in order for our customers to win. If you're not working with us, you should see why everyone else is. Come visit us at the corner of Eastland Drive and Hershey Road or at firststatebank.biz. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Come on over to the Barrel House. Enjoy our weekly specials, craft beers on tap, and trivia every Tuesday. Located off of South Veterans Parkway, connected to DoubleTree by Hilton. Open daily. Enjoy a drink at the bar or lunch with your coworkers. For food that lifts your spirits, stop by Barrel House, the official watch party headquarters for Redbird basketball.
Hello, Paul Davis Restoration. How can we make your day better?
When you have a disaster in your home, call Paul Davis Restoration. When the smoke and damage of a fire strikes your home, call Paul. You'll talk to a real person who can help you right away. They'll turn your disaster into a memory and get your home back to good with just one call.
When disaster strikes, call Paul Davis Restoration. From water damage to fire and smoke damage to mold remediation. When you have a home disaster, give Paul Davis Restoration a call, and help is on its way.
Redbird fans, life's just better with choices. At Heartland Bank and Trust Company, they believe in giving you a choice with checking accounts that fit you best. Personal or business, you'll find a checking account that works for you. Good people, great account choices. Heartland Bank, open an account today at hbtbank.com. 7:39 to play, opening half. In the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational, Birds a 3-point lead on Presbyterian. Banks drives on Mincy, right of the key. Had the ball knocked away by Peterson and run down by Mincy in the right baseline. Mincy now slaloms into the forecourt for the blue-clad Presbyterian Blue Hose out of the Big South. Takes it to the foul line, picks up his dribble. Guarded by Walker, gives it above the arc to Stewart in the right perimeter. Fires a 3 over Pence and he knocks it down. They're going to say his foot was on the line. Kobe Stewart, the team's top scorer, has 4 with the long 2. And the Redbird lead is cut to 1. 19-18. 7-minute mark of this first half. Chase Walker's got 6. Has it now right of the key. Skips a pass over to Pence. Thought about a 3. Instead slashes into the lane. Blocked away by Peterson, but they're going to call a goaltend on Jalen Peterson, the 6'8" redshirt sophomore out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, who leads his ball club with 49 blocks. But he won't get his 50th there. Instead, Pence is going to have his second field goal tonight. He's got 5, and the Birds regain a 3-point lead, 21-18.
Yeah, Peterson's come in for Scott, and he's got the assignment trying to shut down Chase Walker. That's a mismatch for Presbyterian.
Scott on the bench with those 2 early personal fouls. Here's Mincy out between the circles, guarded tightly by Banks. Now Peterson above the arc in the right wing. Gives to Stewart, hash mark right. Tailgated by Pence, fires a 3. This one left it short, and the weak side rebound of Jack Doherty of Illinois State. Up ahead, Kinzinger gallops into the forecourt. Cross-court pass, left corner, Pence. He'll load up a 3. Shot doesn't go. Rebound back tapped, and into the hands of Presbyterian. Here's Iverson King in transition, 1-on-3. Can't get the shot to go. Run down by Walker. Saved it, tried to call timeout, and did so, I believe.
Nope, they did not give him
No,
a
they're going
timeout.
to give Presbyterian the basketball.
Good idea, but.
So Walker tried to save it and called timeout as he hung in the air, but no sale, and the Blue Hose have the basketball. 6:05 to play. Illinois State a 3-point lead, 21-18.
Chase hung in the air, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a bit. I didn't say how long. Here's Harvey, turns, fires a 3. It's an air ball as Kinzinger was all over him with a hand at his face in the left arc. Harvey didn't have enough distance. He's still scoreless, and the Redbirds take over the 3-point lead at 21-18.
Yeah, I thought Kinzinger might have gotten a piece of the shot, but Harvey didn't protest at all.
Kobe Stewart checks out for Presbyterian. He's replaced by Quadir Petaway, who came off the bench and calmly knocked down 2 of 2 threes. He's the only 2 made threes of the night for either ball club. Petaway's 2 of 2. The rest of the 2 teams are combined 0 of 12. Birds 0 for 7 beyond the arc. They lead it by 3, 21-18. Here's Banks on the left perimeter. Mid-post left is Pence. Drives on Harvey, hangs in the air and kissed it home. I tell you what, Ty Pence playing awfully aggressive tonight. And it's shown. He's got 7 here in the opening half off the bench. 23-18, Birds by 5. Petaway down the lane, up against Walker. Left the layup attempt short, but Peterson is there to flush it home right in front of the 10. Peterson's now got 4. Redbird lead is 3. 23-20, 5:11 to play in a frenetic opening half.
They are letting them play.
Kinzinger, top side over to Walker, turns on Peterson, spins on Peterson, tries to get to the rim up left hand, and he just coached it over the 10. He backed Peterson down as far as he could. Walker's got 8 in the opening half. The Birds are back up by 5, 25-20.
Yeah, Presbyterian really doesn't have an answer for Chase Walker inside.
Here's Corey Mincy, pounds it out with the right hand. Tosses right to Quadir Petaway. He's matched up with Kinzinger. Pair of number 11s doing battle. Petaway has it out front. Works left around a Peterson ball screen. Back to his right. Takes to the right elbow. Lob feed caught by Peterson. Low left. Up against Walker. Spins baseline. Hangs in the air. Shot doesn't go. Think he got hacked. No foul called. And here come the Birds left to right.
You don't see a lot of air balls from 3 feet unless there is contact. And I think Chase got him across the forearms.
The referees might have lost their whistles and security at the airport. 25-20, Birds by 5 with the rock. Here's Walker, foul line extended left to a cutting Banks, who hangs in the air and kissed it home off the window and in. Walker with the assist, Banks with the layup. He's got 8, and the Birds are back up by 7, 27-20. Here's Petaway being hounded by Kinzinger on the left perimeter. Goes by Johnny all the way to the rim. High archer right hand is good. Petaway off the bounce, just beat Johnny. Petaway's got 8, and it's 27-22. Redbird lead is 5. Taking forecourt right. Banks on the dribble against Mincy out front. Surveys the man-to-man. Angles left of the circle. Shovels off to Kinzinger. Hash mark left. He's matched up with Petaway. High post feed over to Walker. He'll tee it up. Top of the wheel. Left the 3 ball short. Peterson in the hand of the rebound. Knocked into the hands of Iverson King, who was backpedaling, ran into Chase Walker, and Chase is going to pick up his second personal foul here in the opening half. And Presbyterian's going to have it when we come back. 3:15 to go, opening half here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Our counts on a McDonald's scoreboard: Illinois State 27, Presbyterian 22. Back in a moment. You're listening to Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington, the preferred hotel for Redbird Athletics. Call DoubleTree for your next Hilton stay. 309-664-6446. Need space to hold a meeting or event? We are here for you. DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington. 309-664-6446. That's 309-664-6446. Where the little things mean everything.
You know what I love about spring? It's the season of change. And that means it's time for a closet refresh. Enter Kohl's. With the extra 15% off they have going on, I saved on the latest styles for my entire family. Like a cute dress for myself, linen shorts for my husband, and spring jackets for my kids. Just add sunshine and we're set. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 15% offer ends March 23rd. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Redbird basketball brought to you by Bloomington Meats. For all your parties and events in this new year, grab the best meat on Bunn Street. It's grilling season. Visit Bloomington Meats, 2401 Bunn Street in Bloomington. 3:15 to play, opening half here with this opening round of the College Basketball Invitational in Daytona Beach, Florida. And Ryan Peden's Illinois State Redbirds with a 27-22 lead on the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College out of the Big South Conference.
Fitz, would it be fair to say that Illinois State looks a little rusty?
I think that's probably a great adjective to use. Birds, 57% from the floor here in the game's first 16 and a half minutes, but they're 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. Birds have been to the line just 1 of 2. Presbyterian has not been to the line tonight. That's not shocking because they are not a ball club that goes to the line very often, but Presbyterian 40%. Birds jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Illinois State has had some great ball movement to lead the baskets. 4 assists so far, but they're guilty of 6 turnovers. As a matter of fact, Presbyterian 2 assists. They've also committed 6 miscues.
The official came over and said we ruled that the goaltending call will stand, count the bucket. I don't even remember seeing that play.
Peterson had blocked the ball away, and it was a goaltend. So the score is 27-22. Birds by 5. Petaway out front around a Scott screen. Scott on the floor with 2 personal fouls. Right of the key. Petaway fires and comes up short from 15. Ty Pence in traffic pulls down the rebound for Illinois State. Gives to Kinzinger over the 10-second line, left to right. Right perimeter is Poindexter. Bozer back into the ball game for Illinois State. Now Kinzinger, a touchdown corner left to Pence. Pence, flip out. Doherty, catch and shoot 3 over Wilson. Ring it up. Jack Doherty from downtown has first made 3 of the afternoon. He's got 5 off the bench, and the Birds an 8-point lead at 30-22.
I'll tell you what, he gets rid of it so quick. It's unbelievable.
Mincy on the left sideline. Matched up with the crouching defensive Poindexter. Crosses over. Bobbled the dribble, got it back. 12 to shoot now. Mincy retreats his steps, takes it to the foul line. Down the lane, gets downhill, hangs in the air, tried to scoop it home. Shot didn't go, but Mincy went to the ground. A whistle and a foul called. Malachi is going to pick up the personal foul. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 3 called against Illinois State. The other 2 belong to Chase Walker. And that's going to send Corey Mincy to the line. Foul line to our left. Birds an 8-point lead, 30-22. Mincy 79%. That's tops on his ball club from the stripe. Right-hander sends the first. It's good.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with his game. Defensively and offensively, getting to the bucket. He's got a quick release on his jump shot also.
3rd point of the night for Mincy. He'll look to make it 4 here. On the way, bagged them both. So Mincy's got 4. The Redbird lead is cut to 6. Presbyterian extends the defense, at least momentarily, as the Birds get into the Ty Pence. Pence will handle with the right hand over the 10-second line. Angle left. Work around a Kinzinger ball screen. Now has a short corner left. Pitch out Doherty. Open look. Straight on 3. Rimming no. It hit every part of the iron and then fell off. Rebound to Carl Parrish. Parrish Down the left-hand side of the lane, turns, fires from 7 and knocks down a little baby jumper left of the key. Carl Parrish accelerated in the forecourt on a dime, stopped on the break. Here come the Birds in transition. Pence threw it to Mincy, couldn't save it. Into the hands of Poindexter. Out Kinzinger, long three, too strong. Pence went charging in, bodies fly. And I think they're going to get tied with a personal foul for going over the back. And they do.
Yeah, Pence is playing very aggressively. I don't mind that foul at all, going to the offensive glass. And I'll tell you what, they're really playing physical with our guards, and Kinzinger and Banks are having a little bit of trouble adjusting to the physicality of the game.
Jordan Davis is going to come off the bench for Illinois State. He's going to replace Doherty. He'll check out with those 5 points. Doherty checks out. 1 of 2 beyond the arc. He is the only made 3 for Illinois State, who's 1 for 11 collectively tonight. Birds a 4-point lead. 1:25 to go before halftime. Mincy works the right hand. Rock gives to Scott. High on the right side, guarded by Bozer. Around to the left, they go to Wilson. He's matched up with Pence. Now feeds the post. Scott on the left block. Wheels into the lane. Up right hand. Layup good. Caleb Scott pulled almost a globetrotter play on Caden Bozer on the left block and made him pay. And Kinzinger is pocket picked by Parrish. A whistle, and they're going to call a foul against Illinois State. They're going to get Kinzinger after he lost a handle on the basketball. Dove for the loose ball, ran into Parrish, and Johnny picks up the personal foul. That's going to be his first team foul number 4 called against Illinois State.
I really like the game of Caleb Scott. Built like a defensive end, but he is really strong inside, legally and illegally.
Spent 3 years at Georgia State, up the road in Atlanta. He has it now. Short corner left, turns on Bozer, trying to get the baseline. Now wheels back into the lane. Pence comes over to help, dumps down low. Wilson got loose for the deuce underneath on Pence, lays it up and in. Great feed by Scott to find a streaking Tristan Wilson, who's got 4. And we're tied at 30 with 30 seconds to play in the opening half. Kinzinger out near the time stripe. Shot clock should be dark. It's actually behind the game clock. 10 seconds for the first half. Pence top of the wheel. Down to Bozer. Hangs in the air. Layup. Good. Counted and the foul. Birds needed a bucket, and that was a big-time play. Great ball movement once again. Bozer able to finish left of the rim, his first 2. And the Birds forge ahead with a 2-point lead with 5 5/10 to go before halftime. And Caden Bozer is going to go to the line looking to convert the 3-point play and give the Birds a 3-point cushion.
Yeah, Bozer really did a nice job. Good hands, tough pass, but he caught it clean and laid it in.
So Bozer on the season, 53%, fires the free throw, and it's good. So Bozer converts the 3-point play. Birds by 3. 4 seconds for the first half. Parrish, forecourt, crosses over on Poindexter down the lane. Layup attempt doesn't go. It was late, and 20 minutes are in the books. Here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Ryan Peden's ball club heads to the halftime locker room with a 33-30 lead on the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College here in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Hey, Redbird fans, use Illinois State Credit Union for all your financial needs, from credit cards to mortgages. You'll be proud to say, it's my credit union. Illinois State Credit Union, with 3 convenient locations in Bloomington Normal. Visit them online at itsmycu.org. Illinois State University has been recognized by U.S. News & World Report and Washington Monthly as being among the best values in higher education, with tuition frozen for 4 years and graduates earning $15,000 more than the national average. You can feel good about your investment in an ISU degree. Learn more and apply today at illinoisstate.edu/apply. Our score at the break, it's Illinois State 33, Presbyterian 30. Our halftime report, presented by Baird's Auto and Tire Care, is coming up next. Stay with us. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to vote for the position for mayor of the city of Bloomington on Tuesday, April 1st.
Hello, this is Bloomington Mayor Mboka Malambwe, and I am asking for your vote on April 1st.
Paid for by Friends of Mboka.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Redbird Nation, in the market for a new vehicle, the Bloomington Normal Auto Mall has you covered. Stop by today at 1430 Fort Jesse Road in Normal and ask about Redbird VIP pricing for all Illinois State University students, parents, teachers, alumni, and fans. The Bloomington Normal Auto Mall, proud partners of Redbird Athletics.
We all have a mission in life, something that drives us to explore, to grow, to love. And when we discover it, we're made whole. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for you on your schedule to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission is, we're here to support it. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Running a business isn't cheap, and if you have a fleet of vehicles, downtime means lost revenue. Baird's Auto Care Center provides top-notch service from oil changes to engine repairs that will keep your fleet on the road. Regular maintenance can help you avoid costly breakdowns and extend the life of your fleet vehicles.
I'm Larry with Baird's Auto Care Center. Contact me today to learn how we can help keep your business moving forward with the fleet service program at Baird's Auto Care Center.
It's time to vote for the position for mayor of the city of Bloomington on Tuesday, April 1st.
Hello, this is Bloomington Mayor Mboka Malambwe, and I am asking for your vote on April 1st.
Paid for by Friends of Mboka.
This is the Redbird Halftime Show on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield. The Redbird's Halftime Show is presented by Baird's Auto and Tire. Trusted professional repairs since 1959. Generations of quality service you can count on. Now, back to courtside.
Welcome back here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Welcome into our Redbird Halftime Show presented by Baird's Auto and Tire Care. Trusted professional repairs since 1959. Generations of quality service you can count on. Visit them online at Baird'sAutoCareCenter.com. Birds lead at 33-30 here at the break. Illinois State in that first half, 56% from the floor, but just 1 of 11 from beyond the arc. Presbyterian, 45% clip. They knocked down 2 of 7 triple tries in that first half. Let's take a quick look at today's out-of-town scoreboard presented by Toyota. Action here in the College Basketball Invitational. This is the 4th and final game of the day. It began at noon Eastern time as Incarnate Word out of the Southland defeated Manhattan 92-85. Incarnate Word now will take on Jacksonville tomorrow afternoon in the quarterfinal round. And the winner of that one will get the winner of Illinois State and Presbyterian in Tuesday's semifinal round. Also today, Army with a big comeback. They knocked off Elon, so Army advances to take on Florida Gulf Coast tomorrow at 2 Eastern time. And then the third game of the day, Queens out of the Atlantic Sun in Charlotte, North Carolina, defeated Northern Arizona 85-78. Queens advances to take on Cleveland State tomorrow out of the Horizon League. That is a quick look at today's out-of-town scoreboard presented by Toyota. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealers today. Birds by 3 here at the break. Our Baird's Auto and Tire halftime show continues after this timeout on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Rob Dobbs Restaurant is known for prime rib Friday through Sunday. I'm Bob Dobsky, and I wanted to let you know that Rob Dobbs is open for lunch Monday through Sunday starting at 11 o'clock. I'd like to personally invite you to try one of our handcrafted burgers from our lunch menu. Skip the drive-thru and enjoy a delicious sit-down lunch this week at Rob Dobbs Restaurant.
How long's the wait to be seated, Bob?
Just a little, Jules.
See our lunch menu when you bookmark robdobbsbn.com.
I did my research about the nursing home I put my mom in, but I'm not sure she's getting the care she needs.
What if I told you some nursing homes don't provide the right kind of care, and it can result in abuse and neglect for your loved ones?
Really? How do I find out what's going on?
You call Konoski Bresney. We help families find out what went wrong when they suspect their loved ones are being neglected or abused in a nursing home. Konoski Bresney, we get your worth.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Illinois State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Fans, you're looking for a career with great pay and benefits, no debt education, job security, and many opportunities for advancement? Then consider a career in the plumbing and piping industry. Visit the Bloomington Normal Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors Association website at bnphcc.com to find out how to get started in this high-demand, satisfying, and challenging career field. That's bnphcc.com. Birds by 3 here at the break. We'll take a look at our first half stats brought to you by First State Bank after this timeout. It's Illinois State 33, Presbyterian 30. You're listening to Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Life is worth enjoying, and Avanti's is perfect for enjoying every moment. You bring the family, friends, laughter, smiles, and Avanti's will serve you the taste of tradition. And we'll clean up the dishes, too. Gather in our dining room with family and friends for Italian home cooking. For big celebrations, Avanti's banquet room fits graduation, retirement, baby showers, or birthdays. Celebrate big and small at your local Avanti's, because life is worth enjoying every moment.
At the home of the gondola, Avanti's.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Redbird fans, show your support for the Birds by getting the latest Redbird gear. From tees and hats to hoodies and sweatpants, you can wear what the Birds wear. Visit redbirdspiritshop.com. That's redbirdspiritshop.com. 33-30, Illinois State by 3 here at the break. Let's take a quick look at our first half stats brought to you by First State Bank. Birds individually being led by Dalton Banks on 4 or 5 shooting. He has 8 points. Ty Pence has 7. Chase Walker has 8 as well. Chase does have 2 fouls called against him in that first half. Presbyterian, a really balanced attack. They've been led so far by Quadir Petaway, who's come off the bench with 8 points and knocked down 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Illinois State 1 for 11 from distance in that first half. Presbyterian just 2 of 7. Birds committed 7 first-half turnovers. Presbyterian coughed it up 6 times. Total rebounding, Birds plus 2 on the glass, but bench points, Presbyterian doubling up the Birds at 20-10. Those are your first-half stats presented by First State Bank with a full line of products and services you deserve and personal service that will exceed your expectations. Come see for yourself. First State Bank located at the corner of Hershey and Eastland, or visit them online at firststatebank.biz. Member FDIC. Our halftime show has been brought to you by Baird's Auto and Tire Care, just south of Setview Arena, 804 West Division in Normal. Visit them online at BairdsAutoCareCenter.com. Second half play-by-play is coming up next. It's the Birds by 3 here at the break on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Welcome to Moe's! Are you tired of the same old boring catering options for your events? Then spice things up with Moe's Southwest Grill. Moe's brings bold flavors to any occasion with their customizable nacho and fajita bars to individually packaged burrito boxes. You can't go wrong with Moe's for 10 of your friends or a fiesta of 500. And don't forget their famous queso. It's a crowd pleaser. Their catering team will make sure your order is perfect and stress-free, so you can relax and enjoy the party with your guests. Order now at Moe's.com. Welcome to Moe's!
These days, you need fast, reliable internet. You need MetroNet's 100% fiber internet. In addition to industry-leading customer care, MetroNet customers also enjoy unlimited data and no long-term contracts. MetroNet's internet is perfect for streaming, gaming, and working from home on multiple devices with virtually no buffering. Say goodbye to slow internet and hello to the ultimate online experience. Visit metronet.com today and love your internet.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie. Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas. I will. Hey, make it a large. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Redbird basketball brought to you by Rosalato Services. When it comes to facility management in Central Illinois, Rosalato Services is the name you can trust. The only inclusive facility management company in the area. Visit them online at rosalatoservices.com. Fitz and Matty back live courtside here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Jason Glick is back at our network studios in Bloomington. Birds a 3-point lead on Presbyterian here in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Birds break huddle to start half number 2 with Chase Walker, Johnny Kinzinger, Dalton Banks, Jack Doherty, and Jordan Davis, the 5 on the floor. Birds the basketball first. Attacking forecourt left. Top of the key is Walker, matched up with Scott. Both players have 2 fouls. Kinzinger gets downhill, got an edge, and just beat Jamari Harvey off the bounce. Kinzinger goes to the rack strong. Points number 3 and 4 for Johnny, and the Birds draw first blood here in the second half. That extends the Illinois State lead to 5. 35-30. We played 30 seconds here in the second half. Mincy, lob feed caught by Stewart right of the key. Across the lane to King, hangs in the air, absolutely planted to the ground by Walker, and the Birds come out of the fray. Banks, baseball pass, right of the key, Walker. Whip out to Doherty, trying to get loose on the left wing, can't do so, sends it above the arc over to Banks. Now Walker drives on Scott, right of the key, toward the baseline, up left hand, layup, good. A lot of contact, Walker forced his way through it. He's got 10 and is now in double figures. The 24th time this year for the sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio. Birds have scored the first 4 here in the second half. They lead it by 7, 37-30. Here's Jamari Harvey. Gets baseline on Kinzinger. Layup attempt didn't go, but a reach-in foul call. That's either going to go on Johnny or Walker. And they're going to get Chase. And Chase is going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. Just a minute 18 into this second half.
That's huge.
That is huge. Because that has been a really effective part of the Birds' offense. That's going to bring Caden Bozer off the bench to check in after this Harvey foul shot. Harvey 86% from the stripe this year. First free throw on the way and in. So Harvey, the transfer out of North Carolina, Wilmington. That's his first point of the night. Presbyterian just 69% from the stripe on the year as a team. That was 5th best in the Big South. Harvey makes them both. They're 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. They extend their defense, and it's a 5-point lead for Illinois State. Banks breaks the press. Left corner, Doherty snaps off a 3. Too strong. Weak side rebound. Davis had it, but it was raked away by Iverson King, who fell out of bounds. And I think they're going to call a foul on Caden Bozer. They're going to say Bozer made the push, knocked King to the ground, fell out of bounds baseline right. And Bozer's going to pick up a personal foul.
Caden Bozer turned to the official and kind of gave him the open palms, and he said, "You knocked him down."
So Bozer's first of the night. Team foul number 2 on Illinois State. Bozer in for Chase Walker, who picked up his 3rd just 90 seconds into the second half.
Bozer's still talking to the official underneath the basket. Now he's got the task of guarding Caleb Scott.
Scott has it now right of the key. Goes to work on Bozer. Spins to the baseline. Now back to his left, to his right, and finished right of the rim. Kissed it home with the right hand. That was a big-time move by Scott.
Yeah, he is big and strong and got gigantic hands, really handles the ball.
Scott's got 4. That brings Presbyterian back within 3. Kinzinger, foul line right. Jumper from 15. Left it short. Back tap by Scott into the hands of Stewart. Lead feed over to Harvey, but an errant pass run down by Kinzinger, who is running the floor. Up ahead, Banks. Left corner, Davis. Loads up a 3 and hits in transition for Jordan Davis. He's really struggled from beyond the arc. And that was a big one for Jordan. His first points of the night. Birds extend the lead to 6, 40-34. 2.5 minutes going by here in the second half. Mincy sends it left corner, Harvey. Catch and shoot 3, rattles out, and the rebound taken off the deck by Caden Bozer of the Birds. Birds right to left in this second half. Banks gallops into the forecourt. On the dribble against Stewart. Sends it right perimeter over to Kinzinger, right corner, Davis. Foul line extended right is Bozer. They work it left side now to Banks. Top of the key, Bozer to a cutting Banks in the lane, whistle and a foul called first. I think it's going to be a push in the back on Mincy before Banks actually caught that pass, and a great feed from Bozer. So no shot attempt. Going to call the foul on the ground. Mincy picks it up. That's going to be his first of the night.
A mass substitution by Presbyterian, 4 new guys.
Line change of Paris, Peterson, Petaway, Wilson come in. Stewart, the lone starter, to stay on the floor. Kobe Stewart, the team's top scorer, 15.3 per game. He's got 4 at this juncture of the second half. Birds inbound against pressure. Peterson knocked it away. It's going to stay with Illinois State with 19 the shot clock. Still inbound right in front of their own bench. Quarter court entry, far sideline. Gets it into Banks out between the rings. He'll run the point. Being harassed by Pettaway out front. Tries to drive on Pettaway. Now retreats eye on the right. Sends it left side. Bozer catch and shoot 3 over Peterson. Ring it up for Caden Bozer. Caden's first 3 of the night. He's got 6, and the Birds lead it by 9. 43-34. That was a big-time shot for the Birds.
Got rid of it quick, and he's a streak shooter. He might make 3 or 4 more this half.
Kobe Stewart now to Peterson. He'll trace the arc left side. Give the Pettaway. Squares his feet. Fires a 3 off the rim. No. Door to the rebound for Illinois State. Now Kinzinger into the forecourt. Being hounded on a trap. Gets it away Davis. Right side over to Banks. Back up top to Davis. 17 of the shot clock. Foul line over to Bozer. Shovels off Banks. Teardrop right hand. Wild shot didn't go too strong. On the rebound comes away Carl Parrish. Lead feet caught by Stewart. Stewart spins baseline on Banks. Cut off by Banks. Now they're going to try to refeed Stewart. Ball knocked away by Banks and taken off the deck by Kinzinger. Birds force the turnover. Johnny in transition finds Banks. Right corner Davis. Open look. 3. Ring it up again. Jordan Davis, his second made 3 here in the second half. And the Birds lead it by 12. 46-34. 15-34 to go second half. And Quentin Farrell, the head coach of Presbyterian, has seen enough. He's going to burn a timeout. We'll step out as well. Fans, don't forget, stay with us after the game, the Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show. We'll have a full recap of tonight's game, take a look at our final stats, and have our exclusive live postgame interview with Redbird head coach Ryan Pete. That's the Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show immediately following tonight's ball game. 15:33 to go, second half here in Daytona Beach. On a McDonald's scoreboard, Redbirds 46, Presbyterian 34. Back in a moment, this is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to vote for the position for mayor of the city of Bloomington on Tuesday, April 1st.
Hello, this is Bloomington Mayor Mboka Malambwe, and I am asking for your vote on April 1st.
Paid for by Friends of Mboka.
Come on over to the Barrel House. Enjoy our weekly specials, craft beers on tap, and trivia every Tuesday. Located off of South Veterans Parkway, connected to Doubletree by Hilton, open daily. Enjoy a drink at the bar or lunch with your coworkers. For food that lifts your spirits, stop by Barrel House, the official watch party headquarters for Redbird basketball.
Do you have a cough, fever, sore throat, or the flu? Head to OSF On-Call Urgent Care, where we know just what to do. We'll care for your minor illnesses and injuries with great speed and send you home with any treatments you might need. Walk in for care in Bloomington Normal from 8 to 8 each day, or make a reservation and be on your way. Visit osfoncall.org/urgent care today.
It's time to vote for the position for mayor of the city of Bloomington on Tuesday, April 1st.
Hello, this is Bloomington Mayor Mboka Malambwe, and I am asking for your vote on April 1st.
Paid for by Friends of Mboka.
(46-34), Illinois State by a dozen. Presbyterian after the timeout. Birds on a 9-0 run. Luhos attacking forecourt right. Pettaway head and shoulder fake. Takes it to the foul line. Got Bozer to leave his feet. Has nowhere to go. Sends it above the arc over to Stewart. Stewart with 5 on the shot clock. Back to Pettaway. Down the lane. Hangs in the air against Davis. Layup attempt. No, but Davis gets whistled for the foul. That's going to send Pettaway to the line for a pair of foul shots when we come back. Redbird fans, download the McDonald's app to start earning free food and great game day deals on all your faves in the app. You can also order ahead and save time in line. Download the McDonald's app today. McDonald's, a proud partner of Redbird basketball. 15:07 to play on a McDonald's scoreboard. Second half here in Daytona. Opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Illinois State 46, Presbyterian College 34 on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
March is here, and the excitement is building. The excitement that spring is coming. And while spring brings chores, it also brings the chance to finally get outside and enjoy the great weather. Stop at Bloomington Meats to celebrate the arrival of spring like I do. For more than a decade, they have offered the best quality, convenience, and value in beef, pork, chicken, turkey, cheese, eggs from local producers straight to your table. Bloomington Meats even has sauces, condiments, marinades, rubs, buns, chips, and more to complete your meals. To save time, check out their assortment of deli meats, summer sausages, snack sticks, jerky, sausage, and fully cooked beef and pork for quick lunches and dinners and snacking. March is also when they try out their new items to see what you think of them. Head to 2401 Bunn Street and find out what I know. They really are the best meat on Bunn Street, or on any street for that matter. Locally owned and operated Bloomington Meats.
Wedding and engagement season are upon us. Contact the experienced events team at Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center. Their professional team will ensure your special day exceeds all your expectations. Ask about their special hotel room group rates for out-of-town guests. Call 309-662-0000. Reference this commercial and receive a complimentary champagne toast for you and your wedding party. Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center.
A Tentac enterprise. Redbird Basketball brought to you by Bratcher Heating and Air Conditioning, providing reliable and professional heating and cooling services you can count on for over 30 years. That's Bratcher Heating and Air Conditioning, making home comfortable again. Visit them online at BratcherComfort.com. Petaway to the line for Presbyterian, and knocks down the first of two foul shots. 9th point of the night for Petaway, 79% on the year. Second one on the way, nothing but net. Petaway's in double figures with 10, just the fourth time this year he's been in double figures. That brings Presbyterian back within 10. Birds 46, Blue Hose 36. Opening round, the fourth and final game of this college basketball invitational on a Sunday night. Illinois State attacking, forecourt left, Banks. Layup attempt, just couldn't finish, and a great feed from Bozer. Here comes Presbyterian. Wilson in transition, pushed off on Banks. Knocked him to the ground. He gets called for an offensive foul. So Wilson picks up the foul. That's going to be his second of the night. And the Birds will take up with a 10-point lead. 14:48 to play in this second half. Kinzinger plays it in backcourt over to Dalton. He'll pound it out with the right hand. The dribble against Petaway out front. Two hands a pass over to Davis. Hash mark right hand side. Out front to Doherty. And his pocket picked by Stewart. Stewart racing in. Couldn't finish the layup attempt, but he was hacked on the way in by Doherty. Davis's pass really telegraphed. Stewart jumped the passing lane, knocked it out of Doherty's hand. And then Doherty, trailing the play, committed the foul. Yeah, Presbyterian really jumps to the passing lanes quickly, taking away the good angles. I like them defensively. They struggle a little bit offensively, but defensively, they're
got
tough.
7 steals tonight.
Yeah.
Birds committed 8 turnovers so far. Stewart to the line, 78% on the year. He's got 4 points tonight for the team's top scorer, and he knocks down the first.
What did you say they're shooting on the year from the line?
69%, and they're perfect 7 for 7 so far tonight. That's 100%.
They look pretty automatic to me.
Birds led by 3 at the break. Second free throw by Stewart's good. So Presbyterian now 8 of 8. Stewart's got 6. And the Redbird lead is 8, 46-38. 14 and a half to play. Banks being harassed by Mincy, who's back into the lineup for the Blue Hose. Banks beats him on the dribble of the offensive end. Feeds it to nobody. Stolen away out of the sky by Stewart. Up ahead, Mincy. Mincy left of the key across the lane. Gets it over to Parrish, who fed Stewart in the lane. And are they going to call a jump ball?
No, I think they got a foul on Jordan Davis.
They're going to. Thought Banks might have tied him up, but they're going to call a foul on Jordan Davis. That's going to be the second of the night on Jordan. Team foul number 5 on Illinois State here in the second half.
Well, we thought Presbyterian was physical in the first half. They've
turned it up a notch or two. Now going with full court pressure.
They're not leaving anything to bear. Ty Pence comes back in for Illinois State. Pence had 7 first-half points off the bench. It's going to be a baseline entry for Presbyterian. Get into Stewart. He gets the baseline, drives it on Bozer. Can't finish the left-handed layup attempt. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Whistle, and they're going to say it's Illinois State basketball.
Yeah, I thought Pence hit it last, but the outside official made the call.
So the Birds take over with an 8-point lead, 46-38. 14:09 to play in this second half. Winner of tonight's matchup will take on the winner of Incarnate Word and Jacksonville on Tuesday in the semifinal round. Jacksonville and Incarnate Word will do battle tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Banks pass to Davis on the right sideline. Broken up by Wilson as Presbyterian continues to jump the passing lanes on the wings.
Yeah, offensively, Illinois State's got to come to the ball a little bit stronger.
Banks out front on the dribble against Mincy. Angles right of the circle. Plays it away to Pence. 10 to shoot. Pence holds the ball over his head out between the rings straight away. Now to Bozer. Blows off the left wing. Cut off in a double team. Hooks it underneath the Banks, who finishes low right. Great court vision by Bozer to find a streaking Banks. Banks in double figures with 10. 7th consecutive game. Dalton Banks has reached double figures. The Birds are back up by 10 at 48-38. 13.5 to play. Mincy handles left side, guarded by Banks. Gets clear on the Peterson screen. Fires a 3. Reynolds off the mark. And Davis the rebound on the right block for Illinois State. Up at Kinzinger. Now Banks puts the ball on the deck. Takes it to the foul line. Kick it out front. Kinzinger loads up a 3 and bangs it home. Johnny rips the nets. He's got 7. 5 of which have come after halftime, and the Birds lead it by 13, 51-38. They crawl under 13 minutes for the second half. Peterson picks up his dribble, lofts it over to Mincy. Mincy to the foul line, in traffic, fires, blocked away by Kinzinger, taken off the deck by Pence. And they're going to call a foul on Mincy. After it was blocked, it's going to be a reach-in variety. Mincy's going to pick up his 2nd of the night.
You know, I'm kind of agree with Mincy. He's talking to the official. He got he got mugged at one end. Then they kind of called a ticky-tack foul on him. So
Mincy picks up his 2nd. Team foul number 3 on Presbyterian in this second half. Birds have it. 12:47 to play, second half. 51-38. Birds by a baker's dozen. Left corner Pence. Bluffs the 3. Drives left baseline. Jump stop. Right corner over to Davis. Davis matched up with Harvey. Mid-post right now, Bozer. Right on the left wing, they go Pence. Pence on the dribble against Stewart. 12 to shoot. Pence left of the key. Spins the baseline on Stewart. Back into the lane. Half hook, right hand. Knocked to the ground. Shot was awry, but Stewart knocked him to the ground. Committed the foul, and Ty Pence is going to have a pair of foul shots to come. Foul line left. Looking to increase this 13-point Redbird lead.
Would they call the foul on Stewart?
Stewart.
Is that his 3rd?
That is his 1st.
Okay.
So Pence back to the line for Illinois State. He's 1 of 2. Birds 2 of 3. Just 3 attempts so far on this one from the stripe. Presbyterian 8 for 8 so far. Pence to the deep knee bend. Fires the first free throw, and it's good. Ty's got 8 points. Dalton Banks checks out. Malachi Poindexter comes back in. So the Birds now with Bozer, Davis, Pence, Kinzinger, and Malachi, the 5 on the floor.
It'll be interesting to see who handles the ball now against Presbyterian's pressure. It's almost got to be Johnny.
Chase Walker committed his 3rd personal foul just about a minute into the second half, and we have not seen him since. The Birds really haven't missed anything on either end of the floor so far.
They really haven't. They're a little more free flowing offensively without Walker on the floor, which is unusual.
Pence makes good on both foul shots. He's got 9. Birds by 15, 53-38. Mincy in the paint. Jumper from 10. Left it short off the front of the chin. Kinzinger clears away the Redbird rebound. Johnny up the right sideline. Backdoor caught. Poindexter hangs in the air. Kicks it right wing. Bozer a 3. Off the heel, no good. Long rebound out to Wilson of Presbyterian. Wilson to the foul line, down the lane, whistle, blocking foul called on Johnny Kinzinger. Are they going to give him continuation on that?
Yes.
They're going to count the basket on that, I believe, and I thought that foul occurred well before he was even close to releasing that basketball.
So maybe they'll review that during the media timeout. But as it is, Kinzinger picks up the personal foul. That's going to be his second. And Presbyterian's going to have foul shots to come when we come back. 11:51 to go on a McDonald's scoreboard. Second half here in Daytona Beach. Our count, Redbirds 53, Presbyterian 40. Back in a moment. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
What makes First State Bank different from every other bank? This is Jim Roseland, and I'm not going to tell you that our products are much different than theirs, but no different than the best college athletes making personal sacrifices so their team can win. First State Bank sacrifices our self-interest in order for our customers to win. If you're not working with us, you should see why everyone else is. Come visit us at the corner of Eastland Drive and Hershey Road or at firststatebank.biz. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Life is worth enjoying, and Avanti's is perfect for enjoying every moment. You bring the family, friends, laughter, smiles, and Avanti's will serve you the taste of tradition. And we'll clean up the dishes too. Gather in our dining room with family and friends for Italian home cooking. For big celebrations, Avanti's banquet room fits graduation, retirement, baby showers, or birthdays. Celebrate big and small at your local Avanti's, because life is worth enjoying every moment.
At the home of the gondola, Avanti's.
One day you're a new college graduate. The next you're saying yes to your forever partner. Soon you're painting a nursery the pinkest shade of pink. Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you in health. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. From checkups to immunizations for your family, your OSF PCP is there for every stage. Your life, our mission. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Redbird basketball brought to you by Blaze Pizza. Fast fired, fresh ingredients and crazy fast speeds. Blaze Pizza, 1601 College Avenue, Normal, or online at blazepizza.com. 11:51 to play, second half here in Daytona Beach. Birds by 13. They do give Wilson the continuation. So Wilson now with 6 points on the night. He'll go to the line looking to convert the three-point play. Free throw by the southpaw is up and in. Wilson's got 7, and the Redbird lead is 12. Full court pressure applied by the Blue Hose. Kinzinger handles in backcourt. Now for the timeline. Picked up with the crouching defense of Petaway. Gives to a curling Poindexter. Straight away out front. Center of the floor. Now Walker, top side. A whistle, and they're going to call an offensive foul. And I believe they're going to get Johnny. So Kinzinger is going to pick up his third personal foul at the 11:36 mark of this second half.
It's amazing how he got manhandled the entire first half, first 6-7 minutes here in the second half. Then he makes a little contact and they whistle him. So
that's team foul number 7 called against Illinois State here in the second half. Presbyterian's been whistled for 4. Dalton Banks comes in to replace Johnny. Birds now defensively with Davis, Poindexter, Pence, Banks, and Chase Walker back in. Keep in mind, Walker now on the floor with 3 personals. 11:28 to play. Here's Mincy, drives on Banks into the paint. Across the lane to Scott. Low right up against Walker, hangs in the air, couldn't finish the layup attempt. Peterson at the end of the rebound, but Walker took it away, and the Birds come away out of the fray. Dalton Banks up the left sideline. Birds by 12 with the rock. Banks works right to the foul line. Right corner over to Pence. And they're going to say Pence, before he made his move, stepped on the sideline in front of the Redbird bench. And Illinois State commits the turnover at the 11:06 mark of this second half. Turnover number 10 committed by the Birds here tonight. I'm sorry, turnover number 11. So Presbyterian trails by a dozen, 53-41. Mincy handles out high, guarded by Banks. Plays it away over to Harvey. Harvey out between the rings, and now we have a whistle off the basketball. And this time it's going to be on Malachi Poindexter.
I've totally missed the last 3 foul calls. There wasn't a lot of contact. I saw Malachi down low, but I thought he got hooked, and the official said, no, you hooked him.
So Landon Wolf back in. He's going to replace Jordan Davis. Petaway to the line now. He's 2 of 2 from the stripe tonight. Petaway, 10 points.
First free throw on the way, and Presbyterian finally missed from the line. Now 9 of 10. Petaway misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Birds by 12 with the rock. 10:43 to play, second half. Banks works right out front over to Pence. Pence guarded by Peterson. Tosses high in the right to Malachi. Now mid-post right in the short corner is Chase Walker. Goes to work on Scott, trying to get the baseline. Now wheels back into the paint. Back toward the baseline on a left pivot. Shot doesn't go. Contested nicely by Scott. And Mincy, the weak side rebound for Presbyterian. Mincy quickly accelerates forecourt. Foul line left. Jumper from 15 is good. Great shot off the bounce for Corey Mincy. Just points number 5 and 6 for Mincy. And the Redbird lead is trimmed to 10, 53-43 as we hit the 10-minute mark here in the second half. Walker, one dribble, gives it away to Wolf. Thought about a three, drives on Peterson. Bob with the dribble, Mincy has it. Now Scott dives for it. Landon Wolf took it away from everybody and gets it away on a bounce pass over to Walker. 7 to shoot. Birds got to hurry. Banks out between the rings. Banks gets clear around a Walker screen. 1 to shoot. Has to fire up a desperation bailout. 3 doesn't go. Pence back tapped it into the hands of Banks. Hill outlet over to Poindexter. Now feed the post. Walker. Walker got Peterson to leave his feet. Couldn't finish the layup attempt, but Peterson committed the foul. And Chase Walker will go to the line. Foul line left. As the Birds look to extend this 10-point lead, 53-43 with 9:29 to play in this second half.
Boy, the weak at heart have no place in this place today, do they? It is a war out there.
Talk about the phrase, no autopsy, no foul. That has been the place today.
Good thing they got tomorrow off. Either team has tomorrow off. They're going to need it.
So Chase Walker to the line. First trip to the line tonight for the left-handed sophomore. And the first free throw is nothing but net. Chase has 11.
I wonder if the officials come into tournaments like this and allow more hand checking, more physical contact than they normally would in an NCAA game in the finals or in an NIT game. What do you think?
It's gotta be up to each crew, right? Like,
or is it up to the tournament officials?
Well, that's a valid point too. I mean, if you're going to be hired, there might be some stipulations as far as some things that they're going to want to see. Walker makes good on both.
When you sign here, you're not going to call everything you see.
55-43. Birds back up by 12. 9:20 to play. Second half. Mincy on the drive around a Scott screen. Angles right of the circle. Takes it back to the top. Now crosses over on Banks, but can't get loose. As Banks is harassing him in the man-to-man. Mincy to the foul line. Step back. 18-foot jumper. Rattles off the mark. Pence skies for the rebound. Whistling a foul called. Pence went down. So did Scott. And I think they're going to get Dalton Banks with a foul. Pence and Scott both went to the ground. I thought one might have gone over the back, but instead they're going to get Dalton Banks with a personal foul. That's going to be his first of the night.
I didn't even think he was under there, was he?
We didn't have a whole lot of fouls called in the first half, but the second half has made up for it so far.
I think the players have adjusted and are playing more physical here in the second half.
Scott to the line. He's 43%, was 0 of 8 in the quarterfinals. He misses. Peterson, the rebound, gets it out to Mincy, right point, who splashes down a 3-ball. Mincy's got 9. And just like that, it's 55-46. Redbird lead cut to 9. Banks into the forecourt. Gives it right sideline to Poindexter, who's knocked to the ground into the Redbird bench. And an overplay by Colby Stewart. Not Poindexter into the Redbird bench. Stewart's going to pick up the personal foul. That's going to be his second of the night. So the Birds, sideline entry, 23 in the timer. Get it in between the rings to Banks. Pass knocked away by Mincy, but run down by Poindexter. Round to the left side, they go to Davis. Hooks the pass down low. Walker up against Scott, looking for space. Low left, underneath the rim. Somehow able to coax it home with the left hand off the window and in. Walker was awfully deep, but able to have the English to put it home. He's got 14. Mincy at the other end. Rattles out a 15-footer. Nobody blocked out Scott. Power dribble. Blocked from behind by Davis, but a whistle and a foul called. Davis thought he had nothing but leather.
Scott disagreed, and so did our officiating group, as Davis picks up the personal foul, and I believe that's going to be the third of the night on Davis. It is.
I'm not so sure we've given Caleb Scott, the post player for Presbyterian, his due. He is a man-child inside. He has gigantic shoulders, arms, chest. You don't see many guys that'll push Chase Walker around, but we found one.
Missed his lone foul shot moments ago. This one rattles home, as we said, 43%. 14 points, 9 rebounds on 7 of 11 shooting against Radford in their quarterfinal overtime loss, but he went 0 of 8 from the stripe in that ball game. 1 of 2 so far tonight. Birds by 10. This should get it to a single-digit deficit for Presbyterian, and Scott makes them both. So Scott's got 6. The Redbird lead is 9, 57-48. 8:17 to play in this opening round game from Daytona. Pence up the right sideline, got an edge on Peterson, goes all the way to the rim and lays it in with the right hand. Pence just blew by Peterson. Pence off the bench has 11. He's in double figures. The 10th time this year. Birds by 11. Stewart to the foul line, in on Banks. Left-handed layup attempt too strong. Scott tried to keep the rebound alive but couldn't grab it as he was battling down low with Walker, and Malachi Poindexter comes away.
I thought he was all over Walker's back.
It's almost sitting on his shoulders. Davis out between the rings. 59-48. Banks to the left point, drives on Peterson, gets into the paint. Tried to come to a jump stop, but dragged his pivot foot and gets called for steps. So the Birds turn it over. Presbyterian's going to have it when we come back. Redbird fans, Heaters Hot Chicken is now mobile. Brighten up any school, corporate, neighborhood, or family function with the Heaters food truck. Bring the greatest chicken in all the lands to you and your friends. Book the food truck now at heaterschicken.com. 7:31 to play, second half here in Daytona Beach. Our count, Illinois State 59, Presbyterian 48. Back in a moment. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity.
We engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go.
Posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever.
Now through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay to store bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo regulated supply. Xfinity Internet required. Extra speeds vary.
DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington, the preferred hotel for Redbird Athletics. Call DoubleTree for your next Hilton stay. 309-664-6446. Need space to hold a meeting or event? We are here for you. DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington. 309-664-6446. That's 309-664-6446. Where the little things mean everything.
Redbird fans, life's just better with choices at Heartland Bank and Trust Company. They believe in giving you a choice with checking accounts that fit you best. Personal or business, you'll find a checking account that works for you. Good people, great account choices. Heartland Bank. Open an account today at hbtbank.com. 7:31 to play, second half here in Daytona Beach. Fitz and Matty alongside Jason Glick back in our network studios in Bloomington. Birds an 11-point lead on Presbyterian College, 59-48. Birds looking to lock up a win here and move into the semifinals on Tuesday night. They will take on the winner of a quarterfinal matchup that'll be played tomorrow between Incarnate Word out of the Southland Conference and Jacksonville out of the A-Sun. But 7:31 to play here in a physical matchup so far.
And Chase Walker's really got a good relationship going with Caleb Scott both ways. They're laughing at each other and talking to each other. So good physical battle between those two giants.
Corey Mincy handles for Presbyterian. They attack four-court right. Scott guarded by Walker. Up top, Peterson matched up with Pence. Gives to Mincy. His three ball rattles off. Offensive rebound for Presbyterian, and Colby Scott low in the left got the offensive board and put back. He's got 8 for the team's top scorer, and once again
Presbyterian in the passing lane. They deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Birds. 7:08 to play. Redbird lead is 9. 59-50.
Do they still just have Scott for 2 fouls?
Yes. Walker's on the floor with 3 for Illinois State, as is Jordan Davis and Johnny Kinzinger. Peterson's going to check out for Presbyterian. Tristan Wilson comes in to replace him. Full court pressure applied by Presbyterian. Birds, a 9-point lead. Johnny Kinzinger to the offensive end, being harassed by Mincy. Kinzinger keeping it in the arm's length. Gets by Mincy to the foul line. Had it poked away from behind into the hands of Scott. Up ahead, Stewart. Stewart racing in. Reverse layup. Left hand is good. Stewart in double figures. He's got 10. 28th time he's reached double figures for the top scorer. It was 6:40 to play second half. Redbird lead is cut to 7. 59-52. John into the offensive end.
You know, Mincy's being extremely physical with Johnny. If Johnny would put one on the end of his nose, I think things would quiet down considerably.
Walker low left up against Stewart and is able to finish right in front of the chin. Chase points number 15 and 16. 61-52, Birds by 9. 6:09 to play in the second half. Mincy, left sideline up to Stewart. He stands between the rings, guarded by Davis. To a curling Mincy. Mincy gets the foul line down the lane all the way to the rim as he had an edge on Poindexter. Finished on his behind. No foul called. Mincy, he's in double figures with 11. And it's 61-54, Birds by 7. Malachi runs the point this trip down. And they're going to call a hand check. After all of what we've seen, they're going to call a hand check on Jamari Harvey.
Yeah, after Johnny got mugged the last 2 times down, bringing the ball, Mincy's just all over him and fouling time after time after time. Johnny needs to just get himself a little space.
So Poindexter is going to go to the line. 17 foul against Presbyterian here in the second half. Birds a 7-point lead at 61-54. Malachi is scoreless tonight. He's going to go to the line. 74% from the stripe on the year, and he knocks down the first.
Is that his first point?
That is his first point of the night, yes. 6 points and 2 assists in 21 minutes off the bench in that quarterfinal loss to Belmont. Second free throw, good. So Malachi makes good on both foul shots. Birds back up by 9, 63-54 with 5:44 to play in the second half.
It'll be interesting to see now if Banks, after the brief rest, can get Mincy under control.
Corey Mincy into the offensive end. He's got 7 of 11 here since halftime. Puts the ball on the deck. Stops at the left elbow. Fires from 15 on a fade. It rattles out. Chase Walker the rebound for Illinois State. It's his 7th carom of the night to go along with 16 points. He'll give to Banks with 5:23 in the clock. 63-54. Birds by 9. Looking to milk clock. Davis high on the left. Matched up with Mincy defensively. Whip out pass Pence. Pence tries to drive on Stewart. Cut off. 8 to shoot. Sends it right side over to Kinzinger. Johnny with 4. With 3. Now guarded by Scott. Drives on Scott. Elbow jumper is good, but they're going to call a shot clock violation first.
That needs to be reviewed.
I thought with a naked eye, Kinzinger got that away as he had a mismatch on Scott. Backed him down. Knocked down a little 12 to 15 footer. But initially, the near side official waved that off and said that he did not release that basketball in enough time to beat the shot clock. So now the officiating crew is going to take a look at it as the officials review this play on the court. Have the Dodds Law Office review your personal injury or workers' compensation case today. After winning the most recent jury trial, the Dodds Law Office wants you or your family member to join a winning team. Winning is just as important to Terry Dodds as it is to your ISU Redbirds. The Dodds Law Office working hard to tip the scales of justice in your favor.
No basket.
Well, I would have lost money on that.
I also.
With the naked eye, I thought Johnny definitely pulled the trigger on that before the shot clock violation, but no sale. So the Redbirds dig in defensively. They lead it by 9, 63-54. We crawl under 5 minutes to play second half. Wilson up top over to Stewart. He'll angle right of the circle. On the dribble against Banks. Ball's loose, bobbled. Mincy gets it away. Left side, Harvey fires a three. It's a line drive off the left-hand side of the rim. And Walker the rebound for the Birds. So one shot now for Presbyterian.
At no time was that ball above the rim, was it?
No, I don't believe it was. That's what they call a frozen rope. Here's Walker, foul line right. Backs in on Scott. Backs him all the way down. Spins to the rim with the left hand. Lays it up and in. Cameron Scott throws his arms up. Like, what do I need to do? Walker's got 18. Mincy from 19, just inside the arc. Buries a jumper off the bounce. He's got 13.
Well, when Scott and Walker are going at it like that, something's got to be called. I mean, it's either a charge, a block.
65-56. Walker's got it now. Pocket pass, draws a double this time, kicks it out front. Kinzinger loads up a three, and he hits. Great job by Chase to find Johnny on the left wing. After the double came, Johnny in double figures with 10. And the Redbird lead is a dozen, 68-56. 3:39 to play. Mincy dancing on the dribble. Drives on Banks, gets him to the foul line. Sends it. Left side over to Wilson. Wilson goes baseline on Pence. Now sealed off on the right block. Up ahead, Harvey. Harvey slashing in. Up right hand. Layup, no. Too strong, but a whistle and a foul called. I think they might get Johnny on this.
Yep.
They do, and that's going to be the fourth of the night on Johnny Kinzinger. So Presbyterian's going to have foul shots to come when we come back. Redbird fans looking for a place to unwind after the game, head on over to Rob Dobbs, 801 North Hershey Road in Bloomington. From traditional comfort food to the best steaks in town, Rob Dobbs has something for everyone. For an outstanding family-friendly dining experience in the Twin Cities, visit Rob Dobbs, a proud partner of Redbird Athletics. 3:25 to play, second half here in Daytona. Opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. The Birds a 68-56 lead on Presbyterian College. Back in a moment. This is Redbird Basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Redbird supporter for over 40 years. When it comes to the competition, no one comes close to the taste of one of their fresh-made donuts. They're great for your next school or church function, or even just to enjoy at home. Stop in and pick up yours at Denny's Donuts and Bakery, located at 1107 South Main Street in Bloomington. Denny's Donuts and Bakery and Redbird Basketball, a winning combination.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Redbird Nation, stop by Blue Barista today at 608 North Main Street in Bloomington and indulge in their array of fresh fruit juices, decadent thick shakes, refreshing smoothies, fusion burgers, and panini sandwiches crafted to perfection. And Illinois State University students, 15% off your order. Bloom Barista, 608 North Main Street in downtown Bloomington. 3:25 to go, second half. Here in Daytona Beach in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational. Birds a 12-point lead on Presbyterian College. And that gets shaved down to 11, 68-57. As Harvey splits his pair, Birds break pressure, circle back out in the form of Todd Pence. 3:18 to play, 68-57. Birds looking for a spot in the semifinals on Tuesday night. Pence out between the rings. Started by Wilson. Gets downhill, bobble the dribble, got it back, turns toward the goal and put it up with the right hand and in. Ty Pence has 13.
4 shy of his career high that he had. Up in Fargo in the non-conference portion of the season, we went for 17 at North Dakota State. Mincy in the paint. Pull-up jumper from 10 is good. Corey Mincy with 15. 11 have come here since the break. And that's the Redbird lead back to 11. 70-59, 2:37 to play second half. Chase Walker, top side, guarded by Peterson this trip down. Here's Davis to the left point. To a curling point, Dexter bluffs a 3 on Stewart, keeps the dribble alive. Here comes a double, tosses right sideline, bank, skip past Pence. Pence puts it on the deck, slashes into the lane, fades, fires from 8, and it's good. Ty Pence is feeling it today. He's got 15, and the Redbird lead is 13.
That was a very difficult shot he just completed.
Stewart drives on Davis, turns, fires, left of the key is good for the top scorer for Presbyterian, Kobe Stewart. He's got a dozen, and Presbyterian's going to burn a timeout. That'll stop the clock with 2:04 to play in the second half. We'll keep it right here. Birds an 11-point lead, 70-61. The lead for Ryan Peden's Ball Club. Redbird fans, Blaze Pizza is the perfect place to host your next fundraiser or event. Order online or in store. 1601 College Avenue in Normal. And receive a 20% donation for your group. Fill out the form at blazepizza.com/fundraising. That's Blaze Pizza. Fast, fired, fresh ingredients at crazy fast speeds. 1601 College Avenue in Normal. And online at blazepizza.com.
Gents, I've been really, really impressed with Mincy's game. He's 6 for 15 from the floor, which seems incorrect. He's had 15 points, but I can't remember him missing 9 shots. Can you?
No, but he did not have a great first half.
Yeah,
he
true.
had 4 points at the break. But his skills on both ends of the floor, I mean, he's among the top 5 in the Big South Conference in steals, assist-to-turnover ratio. He's the top assist man, 3-pointers made, free throw shooting, and scoring. Pretty complete player. Corey Mincy, 72-61, 2-minute mark, second half. Birds break Presbyterian pressure.
Is Mincy going to be in the transfer portal?
He's a sophomore.
And he is a player, too. He will not be at Presbyterian next year.
Samaj Teal made his way to Terre Haute after playing in Clinton, South Carolina last year. Mincy would be a good pickup for a lot of people, though. He can help a program. There's Walker, low right. Going to work on Peterson. Got Peterson to leave his feet. Layup attempt doesn't go. Walker knocked to the ground as Peterson came down hard on him, and they are, I believe, going to finally give a foul call against Peterson.
I mean,
when Walker missed and went to the turf, there was no whistle that had blown at that point. But a little bit late is better than nothing, so Peterson picks up the personal foul.
They're checking Chase. I don't know if he's got a little blood on his brow or not, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's going to be the second of the night on Peterson. The Redbirds an 11-point lead with 92 seconds to go in this second half. So both ball clubs go to the respective huddles here.
They're checking for a shot clock violation to see if the shot
Oh, they're
clock
going to see if the foul
occurred after. I like when the officials tell us what's going on rather than us sitting over here speculating.
Doesn't happen a whole lot.
No, and usually we're right on it, but it's always so nice to get some confirmation from the guys that are actually calling the game.
You have yet to be wrong this year, I'll tell you that much. Don't forget, coming up after the bowl game, the Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show. Well, we'll look at our stats. Also here from Redbird head coach Ryan Peden at our postgame interview.
Do you mean
and hopefully look ahead to a Tuesday night semifinal matchup?
Now, me being wrong, you said only during a broadcast? Because I missed my exit today coming down here.
When you've been in the same presence of me, you have yet to be wrong.
Right.
I can't speak for what goes on after those 3 hours that we're together on a given night.
I appreciate you saying that, but, man, my driving skills I'm going to have to find a driver.
And you're not talking about on the course either, are
I'd
you?
like to find one there also. But no, it was coming through Atlanta, coming through Orlando. That'll test your driving skills.
Test your patience.
Yeah, all of the above. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to bring a 16, 18-year-old driving down here for spring break.
We're taking a long look at this. I'm not sure what kind of angles we have supplied by Flow Sports here tonight inside the Ocean Center. but that's a good long look here. And so they're going to say the foul did occur before the shot clock expired. As a result, Chase Walker is going to go to the line for a pair of foul shots, 2 are left. So Chase Walker's 18 points tonight. That leads the Birds in scoring. Birds have 4 in double figures. Walker a game high 18 on 8 of 11 shooting, also 8 rebounds. He's 0 for 1 from the stripe tonight for the sophomore out of Columbus. Eyes the hoop, sends the first. It's nothing but that.
I tried to get the 2-pointer. The official came over and I gave him the count it sign and he kind of shook his head.
Walker's got 19. 11 here in the second half. After spending a lot of time in the second half on the bench after picking up that quick third personal foul just after halftime. He makes good on both. Chase has 20. It's the 10th time he scored 20 or more. Birds by 13. Here's Stewart left of the key with 1:25 to play. Dribbles the foul line, backs it on Davis, hangs in the air, kissed it home. Good, counted on a foul, and a 3-point opportunity for Kobe Stewart. Foul line right. Davis is going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be his 4th of the night.
I thought Stewart might be called for that left arm, but not tonight.
So Stewart back to the line. Presbyterian, 12 of 15 from the stripe tonight. Stewart's first one left it a bit short, but he got a nice roll over the rim. He converts a 3-point play. Stewart's got 15 points, and the Redbird lead is 10, 74-64 with 73 seconds to go, second half. Banks out near the time stripe, guarded by Mincy. Shot clock down to 15. Presbyterian not fouling. Banks hooks a pass over to Walker, darts it left side. Davis inside. Short corner left is Pence. Pence goes to work on Wilson, slashes into the lane, fades, fires from 10, doesn't go. Walker the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Poindexter. Birds re-rack the half-court offense. And now Mincy's going to foul Banks to stop the clock with 45 and 1/10 remaining. The Birds a 10-point lead.
How many rebounds have they credited Chase Walker with?
Chase was one shy of a double-double last we saw. They still have him with 9 officially right now.
I don't think they gave him that last one yet.
45 and 1/10 remains, 74-64. Dalton Banks back to the line, foul line left. He's got 10 points today, 7 consecutive games. Dalton's been in double figures. First free throw rattles out, and Stewart the rebound. Here comes Presbyterian. They trail by 10. Mincy loads up a long 3 over Banks, and it's good. He had that from about 29 feet. Mincy's got 18. 74-67. Birds inbound. Malachi in backcourt. Fakes a pass. Gets it over to Pence. They break it to Banks. Banks to the foul line. Hooks a pass down low. Davis rises to the rim and lays it in. Davis has 8. Birds by 9. 76-67. 23 seconds for the ball game. Shot clock is dark. Mincy dancing the dribble. Fires the 3 over Walker. Got it again. Mincy's got 21.
I'll tell you what. That young man needs to be in the transfer portal. He's a big-time player.
He looked pretty good in the Redbird uniform in the point guard spot with the departure of Dalton Banks.
Yeah, he looks very good in the Presbyterian uniform. But, man, is he a complete player at both ends of the floor like you mentioned earlier.
So Mincy's got 21 now. That surpasses Chase Walker's 20 for game-high honors. Mincy 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. He's made 63 threes this year, and the most recent one has pulled Presbyterian back within 6 at 76-70.
Can Mincy be my Toyota player of the game? I don't know what the rules are, but man, oh man,
well,
he is
first
really...
of all, it's a Paul Davis restoration difference maker of the game. Toyota is something else. But I like that you're thinking about the broadcast at the very least every now and then.
And I have been really impressed, obviously, with Mincy's game. Man, that little step back is just quick as lightning. And
Mincy on the night, 8 of 17 from the floor.
Is it against the NCAA regulations for me to talk to Mincy over at the hotel?
No.
Okay.
You've been working without a contract for a while, so it really doesn't matter.
I might get promoted. If I can get Mincy under contract.
Promoted or re-signed?
No, just to Illinois State.
Okay. 16 4/10 left, 76-70. Illinois State a 6-point lead.
I still think Mincy will make a play in the next 16 seconds that will really impress you.
I like this Peterson young man, too.
You want them both?
They're 6'8", 200. He's going to guard the inbounds. Now he's not. Now Mincy's going to guard the inbounds. Presbyterian within 6. Full court pressure applied. Banks looking to get it in. Two hands of pass into Pence. Pence, they try to trap him, and it's going to be a reach-in foul called. So Stewart and Mincy converged on Pence, and I believe they're going to get the foul on Stewart. So Kobe Stewart's going to pick up his third. That's going to send Ty Pence to the line, foul line left with 14 5/10 remaining. The Birds a 6-point lead at 76-70.
Yeah, Stewart and Pence have been going at it the entire game.
Stewart averages 15.3 per game. That was tops of his ball club. He's going to finish with 15. Pence knocks down the first foul shot.
Makes it a 3-possession game. Big free throw.
So 16 now for Ty. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Pretty good effort for Ty. This is Ty's career high on the way. It's good. So Pence is a career high 17 off the bench. Birds by 8, 78-70. 10 seconds for the ball game. Mincy, head and shoulder fake, leans in on Banks, tried to bank home a 3, rattled out. Pence runs down the rebound in the corner, gets away to Davis. Presbyterian calls off the Dogs, and that's going to be all she wrote tonight in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational in Daytona Beach, Florida. And the Illinois State Redbirds advance to Tuesday's semifinals with a 78-70 victory over Presbyterian. With the win, Birds pick up win number 20 in the campaign. 20-14 overall. Presbyterian sees their season come to an end at 14 up and 19 down. 78-70 Illinois State with the win here today, and they advance to Tuesday night's semifinal round where they will take on the winner of tomorrow's quarterfinal matchup between Incarnate Word and Jacksonville. Our Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show is coming up next. Birds win it here in Daytona Beach, Florida. 78-70, the win over Presbyterian. You're listening to Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Redbird Nation, in the market for a new vehicle, the Bloomington Normal Auto Mall has you covered. Stop by today at 1430 Fort Jesse Road in Normal and ask about Redbird VIP pricing for all Illinois State University students, parents, teachers, alumni, and fans. The Bloomington Normal Auto Mall, proud partners of Redbird Athletics.
Welcome to Moe's! Craving bold flavors and fresh ingredients? Look no further than Moe's Southwest Grill. Moe's is the go-to spot for delicious build-your-own burritos, bowls, tacos, salads, and more. And since every meal deserves an irresistible sidekick, try their made-from-scratch daily guacamole or the queso that made them famous with bottomless chips. And don't forget, chips and salsa are always free at Moe's. So when hunger strikes, head on into Moe's Southwest Grill.
Welcome to Moe's! We all have a mission in life. For some, it's sinking that game-winning shot. For others, it's cheering for your team from the sidelines. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for the Bloomington Normal community to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission, we're here to support it, so you can get back to the court, the field, or the stands. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington, the preferred hotel for Redbird Athletics. Call DoubleTree for your next Hilton stay. 309-664-6446. Need space to hold a meeting or event? We are here for you. DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington. 309-664-6446. That's 309-664-6446. Where the little things mean everything.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. online too. And on many of your favorite products, we've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it, times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
You know what I love about spring? It's the season of change. And that means it's time for a closet refresh. Enter Kohl's. With the extra 15% off they have going on, I saved on the latest styles for my entire family. Like a cute dress for myself, linen shorts for my husband, and spring jackets for my kids. Just add sunshine and we're set. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 15% offer ends March 23rd. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
On the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield, Illinois State Basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy, and by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Welcome to the Ameren, Illinois postgame show. Learn how to save energy and money at ameren.com/rebates.
Back here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Birds victorious this tonight over the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College. 78-70, the final count. Birds pick up their 20th victory of the campaign. They led it by 3 at the break. Led it by as many as 15 midway through that second half before Presbyterian got hot, whittled down that deficit to fight their way back, but the Birds held strong down the stretch and pick up win number 20 and move on to the semifinals on Tuesday night. 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock tip Central Time. Birds will take on the winner of tomorrow's quarterfinal matchup between either Jacksonville out of the Atlantic Sun or Incarnate Word out of the Southland Conference. That game will take place at noon Eastern Time tomorrow afternoon. Welcome into our Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show. Learn how to save energy and money at ameren.com/rebates. It's now time to select our Paul Davis Restoration difference maker of the game. And Mike Matthews, couple to choose from tonight, couple of difficult ones to choose from tonight. Who's your call?
I'm going to let you be the tiebreaker. Ty Pence, 17 points, 6 boards, and 2 assists. Chase Walker, 20 points, 9 boards, 2 assists. Either one, you can't go wrong. Who are you going with?
Chase did a great job. Obviously, he had the 20 points, team high honors. The Birds had 4 in double figures, 8 of 11, 9 rebounds. But I got to go with Ty because when they went to Ty, he was aggressive, and I thought there was no fall off. As a matter of fact, I thought the Birds did positive things during time on the floor, especially when he came in that first half.
Yeah, coming off the bench, he was very good. Made some big free throws down the stretch, and I agree.
So Pence with a career-high 17. That equals the 17 he had up in Fargo in the win over North Dakota State earlier this year. Pence logged 30 minutes today, hit 6 of 8 shots, 5 of 6 from the line, had 6 rebounds and 2 assists for the sophomore out of St. Joe, Illinois, who finishes with 17 points. And Ty Pence, our Paul Davis Restoration difference maker of the game. Redbird fans, if your property is damaged, Paul Davis of Central Illinois is here to answer the call and provide instant cleanup services. Whether it's fire, flood, mold, or storm, you can contact Paul Davis of Central Illinois 24/7 and talk to a real person to start the cleanup process. Give them a call today, 309-828-1199, or visit centralillinoisrestoration.com. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into Sirius XM, College Sports Radio, Channel 84, in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app. Sirius XM is the home for your favorite teams and conferences, including live games plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along anywhere with the Sirius XM app. Get a free trial today at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025. We'll take a look at our final stats brought to you by First State Bank after this timeout. Our Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show continues from Daytona Beach, Florida. Birds 78, Presbyterian 70. This is Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
We all have a mission in life, something that drives us to explore, to grow, to love. And when we discover it, we're made whole. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for you on your schedule to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission is, we're here to support it. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Redbird Nation, in the market for a new vehicle, the Bloomington Normal Auto Mall has you covered. Stop by today at 1430 Fort Jesse Road in Normal and ask about Redbird VIP pricing for all Illinois State University students, parents, teachers, alumni, and fans. The Bloomington Normal Auto Mall, proud partners of Redbird Athletics.
To win on the court, you need to tailor your lineup for the opponents, whether it's the bigs controlling the boards or the guards shooting trays from downtown. When it comes to your land care lineup, AHW has what you need with our build-in price tool. With it, you can outfit your John Deere with the exact implements and attachments that you need and even determine your monthly payments. Try out our build-in price tool at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of ISU Athletics.
Redbird basketball brought to you by Rosalato Services. When it comes to floor care, Rosalato Services is your go-to local expert, whether it's commercial or residential, concrete, epoxy, carpet, or hard floor surfaces, they've got you covered. Step up your floor game with Rosalato Services and enjoy a cleaner, fresher space. Contact them today at rosalatoservices.com. Back here inside the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida. Birds victorious in the opening round of the College Basketball Invitational as the Birds post an 8-point win over Presbyterian out of the Big South Conference. Birds pick up their 20th victory of the campaign, now 20-14. More importantly, advance to Tuesday night's semifinal matchup, where they will take on either Incarnate Word or Jacksonville. That'll be determined tomorrow in a quarterfinal matchup at noon. But the Birds will be in that semifinal on Tuesday night. That'll be 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern with the tip. That means our network coverage will get underway beginning at 5:30 Central Time on Tuesday night when the Birds take part in the semifinals here with the College Basketball Invitational. Birds win it 78-70 with the victory, and impressive as they go coast to coast with the win. It was hard fought at halftime and then able to turn it on in the second half as they got an outstanding play from a collection of different players as we are joined courtside by Redbird head coach Ryan Peden. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on the opening round win. More importantly, number 20 has a nice ring to it. You guys are 20-14.
Yeah, guys battled tonight. I have a real respect for them way beyond their record. I talked to some head coaches in their league and said, don't look at that record, because they played in a lot of close games. They've had some good wins, really good wins. And they got some guys that can go. They got two guys that can go, and I think their big kid inside 30 is a load. He did a pretty good job on Chase tonight, but I think Chase outlasted him. And I thought Chase was at his best there in the second half. So a team win, a gritty win, and we keep this thing going. I love competing with this team, and that's a happy locker room in there.
Kind of a slow start for you guys, almost anticipated, I would say, after the layoff. It seemed like guys really got the engines going quick and then maybe a little bit too amped up coming out of the gate. But, boy, I tell you what, you collectively got some big plays from some guys down the bench. Obviously, Ty Pence with a phenomenal effort. He had 17 tonight, but Bozer had a couple of good possessions. Yeah. A couple of guys that I thought really helped stem the tide in that first half, and you guys ended up having the lead by 3 at the break.
We did. We started off, I thought, great. It was 8-0, and we had a couple chances to make it 10 and 12. If I were to surmise the first half, it was, we beat ourselves on possessions. We had turnovers. I think we had 7 turnovers, if that's right, at half, that led to 10 points for them. Defensively, we made some errors that were, just very preventable. So I coach, I'm not coaching probably like, hey, this is the 11th hour of the season and just, say what you're seeing. Like, no, I believe in this team, and I believe that our best is still out there. And if we can just get this thing to a point where, hey, we're eliminating the things that get us beat, the preventable turnovers, not all of them. You're not going to be perfect. Basketball is not a game of perfect, but that was some of my halftime, frustration a little bit. And I voiced that. I challenged some guys because I didn't think our guard play was worth a damn in the first half. And I think they accepted the challenge there in the second half. And, we won this thing, I think, over the long haul by getting stops. They scored 70. Some of that game got kind of a little bit wild late, but I thought we got some stops in the guts of the last 10 minutes that we really needed to, and rebounding. Let's see where we were +6. So I gave him a stat from yesterday. Okay, so in the NCAA tournament, I said this time of year it kind of comes full circle, and the teams that advance take care of the basketball and they win the rebounding battle. Bottom line. So of all the teams in the NCAA tournament that won yesterday, all but one won the rebounding battle. Okay, it's important. It's important, especially this time of year. It's effort. It's finishing plays. It's 50-50 balls. The one team that didn't was obviously St. John's. And if you saw that game, they missed, I think, 54 shots on the game, got 25 of them back. They're an elite rebounding team, but they were tragic. Patina was over there. They were tragic on offense, but that was the one anomaly. But everybody else, you want to win this time of year, it comes down to the possessions, and we're at an advantage. I do believe this. Missouri Valley Conference has prepared us for this, right? It's prepared us. So when we get out of league, if we apply that, what we've learned and how we've played and won, and even when we've lost at times, do we show signs that we're growing and that we've learned from that? And when we get out of league and play teams like this, I like to think the Valley is preparing us for these types of opportunities. And let's keep marching. I guess it's us and Bradley, only 2 left right now.
That's right.
I'm not saying I'm counting. We're keeping a watchful eye on that, but let's be the last team playing here, man. Let's go. Let's go. We got an opportunity for that. And this is pretty cool. Right? Pretty cool. Get a postseason win, get our 20th win. That's great. And we advance.
I thought Jordan Davis coming out in the second half and hitting 2 quick threes really gave his team a boost.
Yeah, tremendous. Jordan played, later in the half, Jordan didn't play as much. I thought he played fine and played well in the early part of the first half. But we had a couple other guys come in and do some good stuff. And I told him, just hang in there, because you're going to be valuable in that second half. And I thought his defensive effort on 3 was really important, really important. Kobe Stewart had 15 points, but it was on 11 shots. And
just like the players participating in today's game, it takes dedication, effort, skill, and teamwork. I want to be a part of your team when it comes to buying or selling your home. I'm Tracy Patkunas, realtor at RE/MAX Rising. And just like the players, it takes dedication, effort, and skill to be a realtor. I'm here to assist you in every step of the process. It's my job to help you find the right home to meet your needs. To contact me, go to patkunashomes.com or call me, Tracy Patkunas, at 309-275-5956. And let's get started today.
At LLCU, we love football, and it's time to drive to the end zone. Come into LLCU, pick a football, and receive an auto loan rate discount anywhere from 0.25% to 2.00% off of our already great loan rates. Get pre-approved before you car shop or refinance your car loan, and you could save with our competitive rates. Promotion ends October 31st or while footballs last. Visit llcu.org for details. Land of Lincoln Credit Union. Bank on learning more. Rates and terms subject to credit. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Village at Mercy Creek, a Franciscan community located in North Normal, has started work on their new secured memory care unit, which will be called Ancora, meaning anchor, symbolizing the strong support they provide for those in their care. For a limited time, you can save $1,500 on a community fee plus $1,500 in professional moving expenses. To learn more, please contact Rebecca by calling 309-268-1501 and learn what living joyfully at the Village at Mercy Creek is all about.
This is Kathy Michael, McLean County Clerk, with another reminder
that while Election Day is April 1st, if you've decided who you want to vote for, you can vote now. You can vote all week, Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday at the Government Center in downtown Bloomington. Many voters I talk to agree that these local elections are so important, and yet we often have a very low voter turnout, often 20% or less. Think about voting early just in case something comes up Election Day. What if bad weather blows in, or God forbid, you get the flu like most of our staff has recently gone through? Worse yet, what if your favorite candidate loses by one vote? You can early vote right now, Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 4:30, and Saturday and Sunday 9 to 5 at the Government Center, downtown Bloomington. Just Google McLean County for all your election information.
Business owners know every missed call is money left on the table. For $15 a month, get a dedicated business number with OpenPhone. Manage calls, assign conversations, send auto replies, and use AI-powered transcripts to stay on top of every customer interaction. Join over 50,000 businesses using OpenPhone. Get 20% off 6 months at openphone.com/radio. They'll even port your existing numbers from another service for free. openphone.com/radio. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Years. We're going to take a break, come back, take a look at our game stats brought to you by First State Bank. Birds win it 78-70 here in the opening round in Daytona Beach. This is Illinois State Redbird basketball on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Something big is happening at Hy-Vee. We've just lowered thousands and thousands of prices on thousands and thousands of items in every aisle and in every department. Online, too. And on many of your favorite products. We've even matched prices with some of the biggest discount stores in the country. Because we get it. Times are still tough. So we'll continue to work hard to bring you new lower prices on thousands of items. Things are looking different at Hy-Vee. Come see for yourself.
Denny's Donuts and Bakery has been a loyal Redbird supporter for over 40 years. When it comes to the competition, no one comes close to the taste of one of their fresh-made donuts. They're great for your next school or church function, or even just to enjoy at home. Stop in and pick up yours at Denny's Donuts and Bakery, located at 1107 South Main Street in Bloomington. Denny's Donuts and Bakery and Redbird Basketball, a winning combination.
Wedding and engagement season are upon us. Contact the experienced events team at Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center. Their professional team will ensure your special day exceeds all your expectations. Ask about their special hotel room group rates for out-of-town guests. Call 309-662-0000. Reference this commercial and receive a complimentary champagne toast for you and your wedding party. Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center.
A Tentac enterprise.
Jan from Toyota here. Feeling cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like hitching up the boat to a tundra for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time.
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
When the game goes in